Hi, the LS crew. You might be the only one in here today. I was late this morning. I got up really late. I don't know what it is with me lately. I've been sleeping late. How are you? You might be the only one in here. Actually, it was a last minute thing. I was thinking, do I go live? Don't I go? I won't be live again until Wednesday next week. So I thought I will go live today. Let's see how it goes. I don't know who you're all talking to because there's only you in the chat. I'm doing fine, sweetie. How are you doing? How are you doing? It says there's nobody in my chat. On here, it says nobody. Let's see. Oh, God. I have a hard time with YouTube lately. Doing great. Off work for the summer for 7 weeks. Ooh, you lucky duck. Well, we're going away. We're going away on Sunday, so I'm excited about that. We're taking our grandkids to a hotel and staying there for only a couple days because they have stuff going on, like swimming lessons and all kinds of stuff going on. So we're only going to stay for a couple days. But you know what? It's kind of a holiday for me because I won't have to cook. I won't have to clean. I won't have to, we could do whatever we want actually. And it's kind of nice. It's a vacation for me. So, and we'll probably end up staying more than 3 days. I bet you we'll stay 4 because that's what happens usually. Last time we went and took them to a hotel, we stayed for 7 days. So I'm hoping it's the same again. Oh. You might get bored in here because it seems like you're the only one in here. Is Gemma here? Why don't I see people? Oh, yes, it is. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. I can't even get to 2,000 because after 2,100, I got to 2,100 and then YouTube, for whatever reason, took the subs that I got away that got me there. So it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know how that works either. I'm over I am over 2K. But I was at 2,100 and then they just took a bunch of subs away. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. Or people unsubbed. Who knows? It could be just that, just as simple as that. I had to go through all my subscriptions yesterday because I had so many that don't even have channels anymore. I had to unsub them because what's the point of being subbed to a channel that doesn't even, have a channel anymore? I have like 800 and some subscriber or not. I was subbed to about 800 channels. That's a lot of channels. And it's like impossible to go see them. Even if you put the notification bell on, it doesn't always, hey, Ems, I was so happy to see you live yesterday. Wow, that was a treat. That was such a treat. But I completely agree with what you were saying. Nobody should be chastised for going in other people's chats. It should be just, I wish I could go into a lot of chats. I can't. but if someone's able to go into a lot of different chats and they're accepted in all different chats, but don't you believe that it's less the creators that get upset about it and more the other subs? Because from what I see, it's mostly the subs that get upset with it, not the creators. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see many creators saying you can't go here, or you can't go there. I think it's mostly the subs or the followers or whatever. I mean, I'm sure if I went into certain chats, I wouldn't be accepted, and that's why I don't do it. But I mean, if you're accepted everywhere, hey, I say go for it. Because here's the thing, you probably have friends in all different chats, whether people like you or don't, or, people or the creator, you know what I mean? I don't usually have people care or come for me for it, but lately there's been little jabs about it. It's weird. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess what it's expected for people to take sides. Like, I'm staying out of everything anymore. I just don't want to fight with anybody, because it's just like, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Even if you put if you have an opinion about a certain person or creator, I say, from my opinion, mine is just keep your mouth shut and don't say anything, because it's just going to come back to bite you in the butt. And then when it does, you have no one to blame but yourself, because it just happens. I've been bouncing around a long time, so I just found it odd. I refuse to take sides on things I don't feel passionate about. That's true. That's it. I mean, I don't like to give. There's certain places and there's certain people that I don't care for on here. Am I going to sit there and bash them like every day? No, I'm just not. It's just not going to happen, because and there's certain people that fighting with each other, and I'm not going to take one side or the other, because what happens when you take one person's side, then they end up making up, and then you're on the outs with both of them. Exactly. If you see me say something, it's because I feel that way, and I feel I want to speak up. I usually don't care too much anymore. It's Ems, here's the thing. Who are we going to actually meet in real life on this platform? Like, I know I've been threatened that people are going to send people to my house and stuff, and I'm like, it's never. I've been completely doxxed. Nothing's ever happened. So do I care what people say about me? Not anymore. I used to. I'll be honest with you. I used to care a lot about what people said about me. But to me, it's not worth it anymore. It just isn't. I think it's funny but I really do think it's more the subs that care about that stuff than it is the the creators. Because I've never seen one, and I'm talking about mostly, I've never seen any creator go on their platform and say, and I'm talking about any creator go on their platform and say, you can't be seen here, or you can't be seen there, or chastise someone. I think it's more the subs. We all have our own people that drive us nuts. Sometimes it's not going to be the same people. Exactly. And everybody has a right to their own opinion. The only thing is whether to say anything about it. Like, I've been known to keep my, open my spaghetti sucker too much when I shouldn't have, when I should have kept my mouth shut. And that's what I'm gonna do from now on, because it just doesn't pay to say anything. It doesn't. And I'll tell you what, when I took that break, when I was like, I took that long weekend last weekend. It was like a long weekend, or the 4th of July weekend. I was just so refreshed. Like I get, like, when you come on YouTube and you have a knot in your stomach, that's the time to log off, boo-boo. Just log off. Oh my gosh. I always forget. Hey, Jackpot. Good morning. That's the time that you say, I'm on here too much. If YouTube is bothering me. My husband doesn't get it. I don't know if your husband does or not, except my husband, I mean, I'll be live and at home and he's here and he'll be just shaking his head. And when I'll address something on YouTube, and he'll shake my head, and then afterwards he'll say, why do you care? What does it matter? These people are nothing to you. He just shakes his head. It sure is. I backed away from my channel for a year. I didn't even remember how to work StreamYards. I hope you go live again with the cam on and your famous coffee cups, because we really enjoyed that. That's actually, you're one of the first creators that I really started subscribing to. And I remember loving your kitchen. It was like, oh my gosh, I love her kitchen. You'll get there though. I mean, it's fun. I won't deny it's fun to come on and see certain people in the morning. Like for me, it's fun. I also enjoy going to certain channels. I enjoy talking to the people that go in these channels. Like sometimes I just go into a creator's channel just to talk to the people that are in there. And I know you're the same, Am. Sometimes it's just about the people that go in there. It was strange doing a live without a camera. Yeah, I don't think you've ever done a live without a camera. And you always look so cute. Bitch. Just joking. I would love to see your channel. Oh, Jackpot, you've never seen Am's channel? Are you subbed to her? You got to sub to her. Let's put her link up here. Oh my goodness. I unsubbed so many channels yesterday. I did get a notification though. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. I did get a notification. Share. I like the coffee cup avatar. Here's her, Am's channel. I don't know if everybody's sleeping today or what. I had a good night's sleep last night. I barely woke up with I usually get up with my husband in the morning and make him coffee. This morning it was like, goodbye. Like, no, I'm not getting up with you. You can go to work. You can make your own coffee this morning. I mean, we got a Keurig, so I'm using it right now. It says, eat a bag of dicks. Where do you get all these coffee cups? You've got the best ones, the best collection. It is a beautiful morning here in Minnesota. You know what? It's really nice here too. I expect it to be very humid and hot today, but it's Friday, guys. It's Friday. Has anybody got any plans for the weekends? Ems, are you going golfing? Jackpot? Anything? I am so excited because we're going to go away for the weekend. We're going up to Erie. We're taking the kids to, hey, Captain Obvious. Oh, are you packing? Are you going away? Exciting. I know you're going away, Ems. All over the place. I order them and get them as gifts. I imagine. Yeah. If I ever see one that's Ems worthy, I will send it to you. I will. There are some cute ones I've seen in stores and stuff. And they can be expensive. Some of the ones that I've seen have been like, $19.99 for a coffee cup. Like, I never paid that much for a coffee cup. But some of them are kind of cute. I have 2 golf lessons this weekend because I've been sucking. I had a tournament, but it got for some reason and rescheduled for next weekend. Was it because of the rain? Because I know it was pretty crappy rain. Not a good trip. Brother-in-law is very sick, so I had to. Oh, I'm so sorry, Captain Obvious. I'm so sorry. Sending prayers, hon. Captain Obvious, I thought you were in Canada. Am I wrong? I guess maybe it was someone else. I'm not sure yet. Haven't heard why. I don't imagine you need golf lessons when you've won like $7,000 golfing. Oh my God, I'm such a sucky golfer. I'm sorry, Captain Obvious. That's terrible. So many people have suffered so greatly this last, I'm talking this last year and a half, with this stupid, awful, disgusting virus. Like that guy that works with my husband. I mean, he's home now, but the doctors don't think he'll survive without a double lung transplant. I do need a lesson right now. I'm doing something weird and I don't know how to correct it myself. Oh, okay. No, I'm in Minnesota, but I can almost touch Canada. Okay. I don't know why I thought you were in Canada. I guess it was someone else. I enjoy no plans, just doing what I like, caring for home, flowers, hubby. You know what? We planted. Hey, Kim. Good morning. We planted a garden, and so my husband put a camera outside to find out who's been eating his tomato plants. He's pissed. It's a deer. She comes into our yard and just munches away. He didn't think deers liked tomatoes, so he put some ammonia on them this morning to see if that deters them. But they're on camera chomping away, and she's chomped the top of all the stalks on the thing. Last year it was the woodchuck, but they were eating everything from the bottom. We still don't have a solid diagnosis. Oh, well, prayers that it's something good. Hey, Ginger Locks, do you want to come up here and tell us what your live was supposed to be about yesterday? I was in there. Son was eating dinner, and I'm like, hey, Molly, what's up? What's up, lady? What's up? Oh, I wish Adam would come in here because I read up on that case of Ailey Reynolds. Not read up. Well, I read up on it and I watched a documentary on it, and he was right. I do think it was the father. Violet grabbed a tamale. Oh my gosh. My stepdaughter's dogs, she had taken butter out of the fridge and put it on the counter, and didn't that dog grab that pound of butter off the counter and eat the whole darn thing? I lost water to my house yesterday. I'm at my in-laws. Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that. He had 6 liters of fluids removed from his stomach yesterday. It's very extreme. I'm sorry, Captain Obvious. I don't know how great that is, staying at your in-laws. Some people would say that's my worst nightmare. No, I'm just joking. Hi, Molly. Thank you for your work. I watched all your Xavier Harrelson info yesterday. Oh my God, all these kids that are going missing and getting murdered. I can't do it. I can't. It's just breaking my heart. But you can come up and talk about it if you want. You can refresh my memory or tell me about it. I have the best in-laws. Oh, that's great. It's hard. I mean, there was a case that I read about a couple years ago on Facebook, and it was Brianna Lopez. And if you ever get a chance, don't go there. Go down that rabbit hole. She was born on Valentine's Day, and she died when she was 5 months. But the things that they did to her made grown, seasoned police officers cry like babies because it was so horrific. Her injuries were so horrific. Oh, sure. Hang on. But if you ever get a chance, well, no, I'm not recommending you go there because that case stuck with me for years. It was really hard. It was very hard. I could not, I could not get it out of my mind. I wanted justice for her, and I don't think she got it. I think all three of those people that abused her should have got the death penalty. And the woman, her mother, is now out of prison, which really pisses me off. Like when you go back and watch documentaries and the little time that these people have gotten and how they get, they get out of prison after only serving like, a quarter or a third of their sentence. It pisses me off. Do you want to come up too, Gingerlocks? Where did Molly go? I thought she asked for the link. I need to get a ring light. I don't even know what a ring light is. I've never had one, but I need to get one because it's always so dark. I think it's always so dark. Can you come up, Gingerlocks? How close do you live to your in-laws? Oh, there's Molly. Hey, Molly.
What's up, biatch?
Hey, biatch. I don't know. What's up? Do you have YouTube on?
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I'm acting like I'm new here.
Yeah, seriously. I need to get a ring light. Look how dark I am.
I'll buy you one.
No, you're not buying
I'll
one.
buy you one. I'll send you one. Fix the thing.
Oh, God.
I hate that. Yes. See,
Okay,
I like this. Hey, Kim. I like the fact that you have, like, intimacy and you can, like, talk to everyone.
I love it, too. Like, when I go into your chat, I can barely, it goes by so fast, I can barely say hello to people. I mean, I have to tag, I have to go back and tag them. Even as a moderator, I don't see everybody. So I can imagine you. Like, it's hard. Especially when you've got like 900 people in there.
Especially when you're fucking blind.
Yeah. What do you mean you're blind? See how dark I am compared to you?
You just put a fucking light on, woman. There's no window in front of you.
I have a light on. Damn it.
See, I have 2 doors right here, windows right here, and then lights right up here.
But don't you have a ring light?
I don't have a ring light. I'm naturally this.
Beautiful.
No, not really. I look a mess.
So,
Violet just ate a fucking tamale.
oh my God, how did she get it?
She jumped. I went to the crapper. She jumped on the chair, ate my fucking tamale. I come out. I said, and I took a picture. Look at the fucking picture. Maury Povich says, in the case of little Violet the pug, you are the father.
Oh my God.
This just happened half hour ago.
God. That's your favorite food too. Hi, Blue Squad. Oh my God.
Okay. So before we get on with Ginger Lux, she comes on. I'm going to answer you about the kid thing. Not even just say the kid thing, but when you said, oh, you know, all these missing kids and I don't know how you're doing it, blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you one thing, and I'm being brutally honest. And sometimes you can't even be honest on your own channel because it's like you said, it's just flying by.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm a life coach and I'm still a working life coach. And I help people. And ever since me, and if it wasn't for Tiffany, I would have never gotten back into true crime. If it wasn't Tiffany and Kay Smalls. But the thing is I never wanted to do it because I just thought it was so much. And I recently did talk to Tiffany and Kay Smalls about that. And I said, you know, how many people have reached out to us saying that they really appreciate the help, that people wouldn't know who Cash Gernon was if we didn't make a big stink about it. And then those neighbors, we helped those neighbors. So we did something really big right there with the neighborhood. And then we have this mother up in Chicago. You look so disinterested in this.
Oh, I'm not.
You look like you're just ready to take a nap.
No, I'm listening. I have had to back off of all the kids' things. It scares me. It scares me of what I'm going to hear. I don't know. I just like ever since the who was those two people that killed their kids and burnt them?
Oh my God.
You know, he was autistic.
Oh my God. I don't even know about that.
And they thought it was the end of the world, and the end of the world was coming. God.
Yeah, because these people, listen.
I mean, how do they kill their own children? Like, I don't get it.
Really, Carla, it really does go back to everybody being really fucking mental now. You know, we've got a lot of pressures in society and the way that we're living right now, you know, with all the preservatives that are in our food and all this toxic, everything's toxic. Social media is toxic. The news is toxic, and everything's supposed to be this way. This is the way they wanted it, and this is the result of it. We have a society of uncaring people that don't care about consequences, that don't care about their own kids. That really is what it is. And you also have drug addicts raising kids. Drug addicts not being able to properly take care of their kids. And it's sad. And I pray for these people. And you want to know something? I'm not the best mother in the world, but I'm more than fucking decent.
Well, here's what bothers me about these cases with the kids is I don't think that the penalties are severe enough. And that's what pisses me off about these, because when you follow a case that's going on about a kid, I mean, it seems like all these people are already, especially if something that's happened like years ago, they're already out of prison. Like, they don't give them, they treat them like, you know, like they killed an animal or something, not their own child. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think the penalty.
Do you want to know why you don't get it? Because you have a soul. That's why. Because you have a heart. You have compassion.
Oh,
you have children.
I'll tell you that Cash Gernon, that affected me so bad because that little boy looked exactly like my grandson. Like, exactly.
He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the grandmother, the biological grandmother, poured her heart and soul out into a post yesterday, and holy shit, my eyes were swelling up. And a lot of people do want to talk to us, But you think the grandmother doesn't want to talk to Tiffany Marie, AB, me, or someone like that? Of course they do, but they're going to be called as witnesses. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a lot of it's not a good idea to have these people on.
Here's what I didn't understand with the grandparents there. Why did they not look for those children? Like,
Well,
why?
the mother didn't know. The the biological mother and her mother, that grandma, they tried. But the father, she knew. She knew. And they kept her from him. So those families have been fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. I mean, my biggest question was, I don't understand how you can have 2 girls, 2 boys, and then make some sort of arrangement that I keep the girls and you keep the boys. I'd be like, fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't
get out here.
And were they all like brother and sister, like full brother and sister, like all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another thing I didn't get. And also, have they caught him yet, the father?
Yes, in a stolen car about a month ago. And
So
I was
where
jumping
is he?
for joy.
Is he getting in trouble for abandoning his children?
No, he can't. I looked up the statutes. He would have had to have left those kids there in Monica's care for at least 6 months. And they were only there for 2.
Yeah, because they got murdered, because the kid got murdered.
The judge me and Tiffany were inside that courtroom on the Zoom. She went very easy on him and he got a slap on the wrist. They just want him to go to rehab.
Well, see, that's things that piss me off, is that they're not held accountable. So the next person that leaves their kid with somebody that they don't know hardly, they're going to say, well, it's going to be all right, whatever.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting when, I'll tell you what, it does get to me and Tiffany and stuff like that, like at different times. Do you get what I'm saying? Like sometimes she'll be like, she's like, I can't do it today. I have to rest, because there's been a lot of days where I was going without sleep. And I just felt like my whole body was shaking. It was just because you're on pins and needles. You're waiting for answers. You want justice so bad, and you want an update, and you don't get anything. And guess what? I'm just saying I think, so you can't sue me. I think the situation with the Cash Gurnan thing is going to get worse, because I don't think that they have enough evidence to pin the murder on Darian Brown.
Do you think he had help? Do you really?
Yeah. Those people, and what's funny is like these people keep saying, oh, Marissa and Tiffany were and Laura, I guess, were stalking, harassing the family members. I was like, all right, you know nothing about what you're talking about, because it's not their fucking family. Do you understand that the family was the biological father that left him at this woman's house? That's not the family. She only knew them for 8 weeks. That's not their family. And you want to know something? Something went down at that house that was so crazy that the neighbors came on my show telling people that our neighborhood now is like an amusement park to them. It's like a sightseeing tour. There's people constantly going by that house and the other house where he was left. It wasn't a day before, a month before the baby was dead. They got rid of all the stuffed animals and stuff. There was a lot of rain and stuff like that, but a lot of those people that came on my channel to talk, fact, are like they text me all the time. They're super duper creeped out. They're so afraid of the gangs in that area. The police can't get there in time. They're so far out. There's no cops around that area.
Well, okay. Did Darian get away with a lot of the stuff that he got away with because of COVID, and the police were actually afraid to go around those people? Or
nope. No, they know that. No, what he was doing before he snatched the kid is he was flashing himself.
Oh God.
We had two people on panel, a girl that lived next door that saw him flash himself 3 times, and then the day before the murder, John Doe, the good-looking guy, came on and said we saw him standing right by the road with his pants down. He was flogging his log, choking the chicken, making it rain. And the next day, and that was Friday, and he did that. And what he was doing, he was grabbing a hammer and going around and going, like, breaking people's cameras. And then he broke into some guy's house, allegedly, and took the 2-year-old's baby off the couch at 2:00 in the morning. A granddaughter. Grandpa came out and was like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Yeah, I heard about that one. He didn't press charges.
Darian clocked him in the face 2 times and he didn't press charges because Monica, the lady that was taking care of him, went up to him and said, "Can you not press charges against him?" But this is the slippery slope. This is where it gets fucked up, Carla, is that in the beginning, her and her son claimed they didn't know him. No, the neighbors said, "Oh, no, contraire, my friends. That kid has been staying at your house," and his brother, Anthony. Yeah, there's a lot of lies. I'm telling you, her house is bugged. I know it. And I know it. Yep. They're being watched.
Now, who are you talking to about Monica?
That house is being watched, monitored.
No. Okay. There was her and 4 teenagers staying there, and they heard nothing.
And the 4 dogs. The 4 dogs either.
Yeah, and the dogs. They heard nothing, not once, but twice when that kid broke into their house. Like, come on, teenagers. I've been around teenagers. They hear everything.
They knew him. And it was like 4:00 in the morning. Tweakers usually are up at that hour.
Right.
It's weird.
It's just like heartbreaking. Like, I hope that Cash Gernon gets
justice,
but I hope more than that. I hope his brother gets psychological help, because that's got to affect him.
Well, they were doing a GoFundMe for his daycare days after daycare, and the mother's not working, but the grandmother's a realtor.
I thought the mother was a truck driver or something.
No, her past is with she's a pharmacy tech. See, a lot of people putting out all that fucking misinformation, and the thing is I do know the real information, but I just don't think that a lot of it is anyone's business. Like,
right.
And I'll tell you one thing: I think people are getting a little out of hand with that little Summer girl, the girl Summer.
Summer Wells.
Oh, people are really getting crazy over that. And me, I'm just like, look, I have Don Wells' cell phone number, okay? I don't even want to talk to him, because then you know what? Then I'll really be supporting a pedophile. He's a pedophile.
I know. I heard that where did I hear it? On someone's channel.
Tiffany.
Yeah, not only Tiffany's, but I think I heard it on Chasing Troops?
Probably, yeah.
I think she talked about it too.
I won't talk. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want anything to do with her.
Yeah, it's a family member that came out and said that this person is like, yeah. So that to me, that's a red flag right there.
Well, do you remember that whole thing that happened a few months back with Chris Watts' cellmate? And the day after me, Laura, and Tiffany talked to him, we were called child molester supporters, pedophile supporters.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well, hey, if I talk to Don Wells on camera, then I am a child pedophile supporter.
Yeah, but before he came up, that was a different story. You just wanted to talk to him about Chris Watts.
Well, we had
no idea what he had done. So that was
we had no idea that he was going to come out and say some shit about a girl. That came like the second time he came on, I guess. Like the second time. We didn't know anything about that. But me, Laura, and Tiffany were blamed for you should have known and you should have vetted. And then we, in our defense, we were kind of like, wait a second. If the guy was on Inside Edition and talking to the Daily Mail and all this other stuff and all these other channels, then he was already vetted.
Mm-hmm.
And he was jumping from panel to panel. Guess what? If it wasn't for Tracy the Truth, was it Tracy the Truth? Who was it that came? Was it Tawanda? Who the hell came up? Oh no, it was Shoot the Shit. Came up and said, get the fuck out of here. If it wasn't for her, because I wasn't cammed up. I remember I was like this. When he was talking about the 13-year-old girl, I went, it was, if she didn't come up, I mean, obviously I was going to be like, all right, enough. That's you're really creeping me out. But we had no idea that shit.
But there were people in your chat that day, and I saw it myself, that were saying, "Oh, it's okay. He's done his time." No, I don't. If you've ever been,
Dave Robbie was one of them.
Yeah,
Robbie was like forgiveness.
I don't know. There's certain things that
we're always going to disagree.
Myself,
we're always going to disagree. We're always going to disagree, and that's the beauty of YouTube.
Yeah,
that's why we have followers.
Well, that's just me because I've been there in that position where a family member has done, molested me and my sister. So,
oh my God,
it's very hard for me to accept anybody that's
absolutely.
Yeah, it's and I've never talked about it, but it was when we were young and we weren't believed. It was because they were friends with my parents. My dad was like, they would never do anything like that. Yeah, so we're lying. The guy came in our bedroom. He was a friend of the family.
That's how it usually is.
Yeah, they trusted him. But, years later, I told my mom, and my mom said, we had no idea. Yeah, but here's the thing. Believe your kids when they tell you that. Believe them,
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, that's a hard thing when a kid isn't believed when you're young.
Yeah, you grow up with a lot of psychological, with acceptance, social anxiety, trust issues.
That's my reasons why I couldn't accept the P word. I could never accept someone like that because I know it's not about sex for them. It's about control. They can control you. Yeah. Well, it is about sex. I mean, they're sex.
They're disgusting.
But they control you, and then they threaten. Like if you
were you threatened?
Of course we were.
How did he threaten you?
Well, if you tell, I'm going to go to jail, and I didn't want to see my dad's friend, go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, I'm going to get in so much trouble. And
he said that he's going to get in trouble or you're going to get in trouble?
He's going to get in trouble. And we're going to get in trouble for saying anything.
So, but that tells you.
It wasn't just me. See? It was me and my sister. My sister is 13 months younger than me. And it was just me. It was me and my sister. And I mean, we only had each other because we knew it was true, But that's my reasons for not accepting that kind of a person.
Did you know that it was wrong when you were a kid, or were you confused about it?
Confused.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Very confused.
What I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And for your sister as well.
Yeah, it was a confusing time. So that's my reasons. Yeah. And now when I found out, when I read about this other guy, I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah. They're everywhere. Isn't it disgusting?
Yeah. And you see them a lot and then what happened when my daughter was in school, one of her teachers was removed from the school because he was caught molesting one of his students. And it was one of their favorite teachers. And this is the thing with these people. They get themselves, they endear themselves to the kids. And my daughter came home crying, telling me that her teacher had been arrested. And we phoned the school and find out why. Well, it turned out that the teacher was molesting students. So,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a hard.
That
If
was
I was swallow, I would have fell on the floor.
Yeah, especially when you've been through that yourself. And we made damn sure it wasn't her. He went after boys. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Well, do you want to say hi to Miss Carla?
Yes.
Miss Carla?
Hi,
Oh,
you tamale snatcher.
you little tamale snatcher.
Tamale snatcher.
Let me, mommy.
Does she have tamale breath? Oh, look at her little dress. How cute.
I just bought her 5 more last night.
Oh my God. Where do you get her clothes? Do you buy
A woman in California makes them. A Mexican woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. $25 each.
Is she going to grow anymore?
I don't know. I have her on a good diet.
Uh-huh.
She's totally trained, except for stealing tamales. Good girl. We're going to get you on video. Put you. Steal tamales.
What you were going to have for breakfast?
Yeah. You can eat them for breakfast, lunch, dinner.
I wouldn't think she would get up on the counter, though.
No, she didn't get on the counter. I was at the dining table.
Uh-huh.
This is the dining table. The little 4-chair thing. And I had a plate. And I went over to the bathroom. And I came out. And she had went up on the seats. And another thing is, like, in that living room and that room, there's little dishes of Hershey Kisses.
Oh, no.
So one night I was live and I went, she had tiptoed onto the table, grabbed a Hershey Kiss, ran off, hid to where I couldn't get her, went crazy. I stayed up all night watching to see if, because they say keep chocolate away.
Mm-hmm.
She got some of it and spit the rest out and then ran off. And I'm like watching her to see if she's gonna like walk sideways and shit the rest of the night. And she was okay. And then the next day we're out walking, right? And it's cute because she's got her little Tiffany collar and her little Tiffany leash, Tiffany blue. And all of a sudden she's like, Mom, I'm gonna take a poop. And she starts pooping, and it looks like diamonds are coming out of her ass. And it was actually the foil from the Hershey Kisses.
Oh my God, she's so cute in those outfits.
The outfits make it all. You know what?
What do you do? Hang them up in the closet? Does she have her own closet?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're in little cubbies. Yeah.
Hey, Samara.
She's got a bathing
suit. Vanessa.
She's got a bathing suit. She's got all types of things. She's got stuff for winter. I want to get her the Uggs. I do want to get her the little Uggs and see if she likes them.
I've got a pattern to crochet Uggs for little girls.
What about little puppies?
I could probably do Uggs. I got to find out. I got to see how. I'd have to make them a lot smaller, but they're like a crochet pattern. I remember thinking they're so cute because they're like for newborns. They probably fit her. Oh. They're little newborn Uggs. They are so cute.
I put her in a little panda outfit.
Maybe I'll make her a pair.
Oh, thank you. That'd be amazing. I put her in a little panda costume. She looked so cute, and it was a little too tight, so I only ended up getting one picture. Aww. Yeah, she's a good girl. But everything's good on your channel?
Pardon me?
Everything's good on your channel?
Yeah, it is. It's I've been staying away from. I've been ignoring all the.
I think a lot of us are done with it,
Molly.
A lot of us are over it.
Through my subscriptions yesterday, and honestly, I unsubbed so many channels. It was just
so what did
unsub. People that, even channels that I had subbed to that aren't even channels anymore, but especially the bully channels. I'm just like, I don't get notifications.
Clip channels. I'm done with all of them.
Yeah. Out of sight, out of mind.
But I'll tell you one thing. I heard a lot of people are talking about me. And my numbers are going up every fucking day. And me and Laura talked about it. She's like, Marissa, our numbers are going up because so many people are tagging and using our fucking names.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't keep going.
true crime is like, look at Tiffany. Like, why is she using another channel now? Like, she was using.
She got a. All right. So a troll came in there, right?
Yeah.
And was talking smack to her. I didn't see it. I was at the supermarket. And she yelled at them, and they got her for bullying, and they put her in timeout for a week. So she had that backup channel that was the Sasa Frost channel.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she honestly did tell me, she's like, Marissa, I don't want to fight with people on the internet all day. And you want to know something? Laura doesn't either. Like, Laura's just like, yeah, we had good fights, Marissa. And now, you know, like I'm big into evolving. And when someone says that they want to turn a new leaf, even if I can't stand you, I applaud that. And I love that. And I support that, even if I can't stand you. But the drama community and stuff, this is a lot. Like last night, who did I see going crazy? What was her name? Oh, you know her, Bombshell Reloaded.
Oh, Bombshell, yeah.
And I gave her a little something for her birthday, I guess. I thought it was funny when she came on my panel one day and said, I didn't know who the hell she was, Carla. She goes,
I didn't either. Before all this stuff with Diane, there's a lot of creators I didn't even know.
I don't know any OG people. I don't want to know OG people. I told everybody on my channel, I said, listen, if anybody ever calls me OG drama, put me down. I'm done. I'm done. When you do drama channels, you're never going to fucking make money. You're just never going to make money.
No.
And that's when I saw my channel legit hitting a wall. It was just hitting a wall. And my husband was like, Marissa, you're a life coach. He was like, this isn't you. He was like, you're yelling at 3:00 in the morning. I don't know who the hell you're yelling at. He goes, it's fine to get emotional. He was like, but you're yelling at as a complete stranger. And I'm like, well, this person did something fucked up. And he was like, well, then don't talk to them. I'm like, okay.
My husband says the same thing. Here's what my husband says. Why do you care?
I know I don't.
Here's what they say. You're never going to meet these people. Exactly. They can say what they want. They're going to say what they want. So just ignore them. So that's what I've been doing. I've been just ignoring it and just, you know what? I feel a lot better.
You know what, Carla? I knew that it would take you a little bit of time to realize that it took you some time. At first you were, hurt. You know what? I was a little upset for 4 days in the beginning, back in 2018. I was upset, for about 4 days. And then I was like, you know what? Get the fuck over it. And I did. And now I don't care anymore. But like with Bombshell, I was thinking to myself, you know what? She's an attractive lady. She's a funny lady. She doesn't have to do this. She was telling stories about her childhood one night, and it was cracking me up. These are the channels that I like to go to. I like to go to funny channels. I like to, Jenna knows. People make people make fun of your looks. Do you want to come up, Jenna? People make fun of your looks. People make fun of, whatever. I think it's amazing when people make fun of my looks. Because I think
I
personally think I'm very beautiful. And I love my body, and I love that I look different. I love that. Sorry. So anytime someone tries to tell me that I'm ugly or something, I'm like, okay.
Here's my thing. I cam up so people can't take a shot and say that's what she looks. You know what I mean?
You look like my mother.
Thank you.
My mother's so pretty.
That's a compliment to me because you know what? I'm not ashamed of who I am. So, if you want to make fun of my looks or call me a boomer or whatever that thing is, the big insult is that they call people, go for it. Go for it. That's fine with me. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not ashamed of who I am. Why should we be ashamed of who we are?
It's one of my clients. All right.
You're still doing that, are you?
Life coaching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I try and get all my sessions done on Monday and Tuesday.
Mm.
And I'm getting a lot of product endorsements still, and I thought that would stop because of the dude. My old videos are making money. My old videos are just really making money. George Michael's birthday was the other day. Got a whole bunch of stuff. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Back to what we were saying earlier, Carla. Like, I am a life coach, and I do honestly like to help people if I can. I mean, obviously, I've hit some walls where I'm like, shit, I don't know what to fucking say to her. Holy crap. But when we get on and we're like, hey, we have this person that's got ants in their pants and they want to talk and tell us about this person, we're helping them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using it, with purpose. I'm using my channel with purpose. Oh my God, guess who's coming on my show next week?
Who?
Vinnie Politan.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I will make sure you let me know when. I am
look.
such a fangirl. I love him.
Look.
Oh my God. Oh, I want to see him.
Coming on.
I watched him every day during the Jodi Arias trial. Every day.
And we're going to talk about that.
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, I want to meet him so bad. Tell him I'm a fangirl. I am such a fangirl.
He's from my hood. He's Italian.
I love him. He's got a beautiful family too.
Yes, he does. Dolly, his wife, his boys.
I follow him on Facebook. He's got a beautiful family, beautiful wife.
Yes. Dolly, yeah. Dolly's awesome. Dolly loves my wife swap.
Oh, really?
I love you and Princess.
Is that her name? His wife?
His wife is Dolly.
Oh my gosh. He's
He's
not hard to look at. He's not hard on the eyes.
He's amazing. He's he went to Stanford and Seton Hall. He's a prosecutor. And basically, me and him can just shoot the shit. You do know that Mike Brooks died.
I heard that, and he's another one I watched during the Jodi Arias trial. I was really upset to hear that.
I was crying. We had plans to meet. He was going to come to my meet and greet in Atlanta.
Oh, was he really?
Yes. And he told me, I have it still. He's like, we need more badass women.
I can still hear his voice. Like, I remember his voice. That's how much I watched him.
Well, did you want to know something? Vinnie Politan and Mike Brooks were telling me what to do with the whole Diane situation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got me in touch. Vinnie said, give me 24 hours. And he got me in touch with a news journalist in, what do you call it? And then it turns out that Mike Brooks has ties with St. Jude as well.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I guess I made it. Well, we had kind of a deal going for a long time. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
That was hot. I like that. It was like disco. That's a dance.
What the hell? Why is that doing that? There. Okay. There.
All right. So like a couple of years, 7 years ago, 2 days ago, my cousin was a police officer and he was killed on duty. And
I remember you talking about that story.
And Vinny and what's his name that just died? Mike. They said, will you come on, and talk to us about it? But our family was just like, Mercy, the mom had already oh my God. Kathy McBride is his mother, gave a statement at the airport. And then when I got to the funeral, I mean, there was hundreds of people and they swarmed to me, the press, hey, what are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah. And it was just some weird fucking girl. I showed up and I was like, I need a Snapple. My whole family goes in and I go like this and I'm looking around and this girl that kind of looks like any young girl that could be like your daughter or something, regular clothes, comes up to me and she goes, I really like your shoes and your bag. And I'm like, oh, thanks. She goes, did you know Melvin? I said, yeah, I'm his cousin. I came from Vegas. And then all of a sudden, she must have signaled and they all came. And they said, hey, will you talk to us? And I'm surrounded by press. And I'm talking a lot. I'm talking about like 24, all these microphones, ABC, CBS, Telemundo Conquistando, the whole fucking thing. Every station was in my face. And I was like, I was like, he's already here. This is what he wanted to do. And then they were like, can you tell us your opinion of the wife of the killer? And I'm like, of what she said, because the guy that killed my cousin walked into Walgreens and said, I'm going to be famous tonight. Walked up to 2:00 in the morning, walked up to the armed guardsman who didn't speak English, took his gun. The girl called the cops. Cops came. Melvin was in the passenger seat. And the guy came out. The crackhead came out. He was black. And which makes it terrible. But Melvin's stepfather, who was black as well. So it wasn't like, it was tough because they kind of try and make it a race issue, but he was raised by a black father, Melvin. And because my family's mixed. And they shot my cousin in the eye and twice in the head. And he was still with his seatbelt on. And then his partner and all of them came and they they filled him up like Swiss cheese is what the guy looked like at the end. Right there on Communipaw. I passed it every day on Kennedy Boulevard. And I got my family there that's got to drive past it every fucking day. And the woman said, the way that they shot my husband like a dog, I wish my husband would have shot more of those police officers.
Oh,
exactly. So after she said that, they played it on the news. And they said, well, Ms. Sadinsky, what do you think of that? And I'm like, no comment. And then they said, well, what do you think of like this ongoing thing of like this new thing of killing police officers? I said, I'm not going to say anything. Because number one, if I was going to say something to that bitch who said that she should have killed more police officers, I was going to be really fucking mean. And let me tell you something. I would have been on one of all those clip channels with those shocking news clips.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And everyone would have seen me. I would have like, that fucking bitch. I'll beat her fucking ass. Bring it. I mean, like, that's what I wanted to say.
Your cousin was very good looking kid. He was a very looking good.
He was.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Like, I'm really pro police officers. I know there's bad ones.
Sometimes.
I know there's bad police officers, but there's also more good ones than bad ones, I believe. So
hi, chat.
Everybody's been saying hello to you. So
I want to say hello to everybody at Candace and Samara and Candace and Samara and Domino and PGH and Quinny and Vanessa. Hi, everyone. I recognize some of these people. Jenna, of course. Yeah. Jenna's been nice to me, decent to me. I don't know if I don't know. So, some people seem to have changed their mind about me. They don't like me anymore. Don't you find that weird, Carla?
They don't like, it happens on here.
You don't even have to do anything to them.
Well, not for me. Everybody that's disliked me still dislikes me.
Really?
Do it.
Well,
pretty much.
Want to walk away? Let them. I don't chase anybody.
I don't either. Not anymore.
I let them come back when they apologize. I let them come back, but 3 strikes, you're fucking out. With me.
Don't you like accept though an apology, or if you are wrong about something, are you too big to apologize? Because I've apologized to people.
I apologize all the time. I apologize all the time, and the best thing, Carla, the best thing about apologies and forgiveness is it actually starts with you, Carla. If you're going to apologize to me about something, the best actions speak louder than words. Don't repeat and admit that you made a mistake, Humble yourself and say, you know what? There's been, oh my God, at least 100 people in the past 3 years that have been like, you know what, Molly, go lightly. I feel bad that I said this about you. I'm sad that I did this. I'm sad that I did this. And now I got to know you. And now I really like you. And blah, blah, blah. This has been going on. They do come back. They always come back. And I know that it's tough for them. And they always say something like, if you don't forgive me, I'm okay with that. But I just wanted to get that off my shoulder. I'm like, dude.
Well, some people hate you some people hate on you and they don't even know why they hate on you. Like
I'll tell you why.
People that hate me and they don't know why they hate me. They hate
Jules
me
and
because
Tiffany
they hear
told me
someone
why.
talking about me.
Jules and Tiffany told me why they hated me. They said because they were convinced that I was a horrible person by someone else. And I was like, oh. They were like,
Tiffany did?
Tiffany admitted it, and Jules said the same thing in an Instagram message. She was like, I started with you, and then I went over to this other channel, and they just kept talking about what a horrible person you were. Actually, Laura said a couple of months ago, she goes, I can't believe that I actually believed that you were obsessed with this fucking crazy bitch. She goes, she convinces people that you are like this horrible person, and she's been wrong every time.
Well, look how much Laura and Tiffany were like at each other's throats, and now they're like the best of friends. Like, to me, there's nothing that can't be resolved.
Well, you want to know something? The thing with Tiffany Marie and Laura, the only reason they went at odds at each other, from what I know, is because Tiffany was ready to drop the bomb on Diane, and Laura was like, I don't want any part of it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, well, there was other reasons with Tiffany, and there was other issues between Tiffany and.
Were there? Because Tiffany and Laura never told me. It's like they wiped.
Well, weren't her, and I don't want to bring anybody else up, but weren't her, Makeup Mobster, and Tiffany all good friends at one point?
Mm-hmm. And then I predicted that in 30 days something was going to happen and they would no longer be, and it happened.
So I think that had a part in it. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, so don't come for me, people. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying that had a part in that. Like, don't come for me. That's what I think, anyways. I
think that Tiffany and Laura were very good friends to her. Charlie,
can you ask Tiffany why Charlie Girl Says is blocked?
Tiffany's got hundreds of people blocked and said that she just doesn't want to come back here.
She said she's never said anything with her.
She never said specifics. She's like, I don't want to come back here. And the thing is I tell her, I was like, stop watching.
Who is AB, by the way? I don't know.
AB's a guy in Canada who's interested in true crime, and he's a true crime guy. And he likes to, as he puts it, because he said it on my channel and I didn't like it. When he said it, he said, we're trying to solve a murder. We're trying to solve a case. I was like, wait a second. Hold on. What do you mean we are trying to solve? I'm not a detective. This is not my job. My job, in my opinion, in the job description, is to speculate and to ask questions. Some people don't like that I'm asking questions. But guess what? If I don't ask the fucking questions, who's going to ask the questions?
Do you know what I've heard? I've heard that you do too much speculating. Now that's not me, because I think that's a good thing, because that's how you learn about certain cases, like by asking questions. Hi, Cindy. How's your mom? Her mom had a stroke the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it a serious stroke, or she's okay?
Well, she's okay now.
Did you know that Holly had a heart attack?
Holly who?
Holly, one of my best friends. The redhead that goes on those girls trips with me. She had a fucking heart attack last month.
How old is she?
50.
Oh my God. Did she have problems? Did she have
She drove. Well, she's an RN for like 26 years. She drove herself to the fucking emergency room.
I've
She
heard of
was
that.
having a heart attack.
Did she know she was having a heart attack?
She knew it. Yeah, she walked right in, said, "I'm an RN. I'm having a heart attack," and they just flew. And I was like, "Yeah." They did that with my Bell's palsy because they thought I was having a stroke.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Cindy. It's messed up. Some crime channel. If you block people. Grow up, Tiffany. Charlie Girl says that's exactly why you're blocked. That's why. You just answered your own question. You've never spoken to her, but what you just
I like Charlie Girl says.
That's great that you like her, but look at the way it's messed up. It's her choice.
That's true.
It's her choice.
You could have seen my block list. Oh my!
And I'm not going back. Someone was like, unblocked, please unblock me. I'm like, sorry. Once you're blocked for a reason. But there's something else. There's also some wrenches, people that have wrenches on my channel that are just like very wrench happy. And I'm like, dude, you can't fucking do that. Stop.
That's why I took a lot of wrenches. You came in here and said,
where's my wrench?
How come I'm not blue or something? And I took a lot of wrenches away because I looked at my block list and I'm like, whoa, I never blocked these people.
Oh yeah. Charlie Girl, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but all right. So if you never talked to her and you said that she had no reason, I see the comment. You said she had no reason. Then just don't take it personally. I can bring it up to her. Carla, Molly is bad for your channel. Well, I'm the one with almost 40,000 fucking subscribers. How am I bad for her? How have I ever treated Carla like a fucking piece of shit? You're actually disrespecting her right now by saying that because you're blocked by Tiffany Marie. Molly is bad for your fucking channel. This is who you like, Carla? This is your support system?
I'm sorry.
Go through all of those messages.
I never knew she felt that like that.
Hey, okay. I'm bad for her channel. You want to know something? I've done nothing but be there for Carla and help her.
She really has.
She's being fucking bullied.
Yeah, she has. She has.
We've always had amazing times on this woman's channel. One time we were on here for 8 fucking hours laughing our asses off. I don't even remember what the fuck we were laughing about, but it was one of the best lives I've ever
Oh God, we talked about everything but YouTube drama.
Well, I'll tell you what, Carla, I'm going to explain that. That type of subscriber is all about the drama. And that is what Tiffany's prerogative is to say, I don't want to play in this playground anymore. I want to go to a new school. I want to learn different things. And I don't want to be around the schoolyard bullies. That's what just happened. And everybody just saw it. And you want to know something? I really hope that you have a nice day, Charlie Girl says. I hope that you have a nice day. But you are, in fact, a bully. You're an adult bully. And I can't imagine that any of these people in this drama community that really enjoy treating people like this and talking to people like this are happy people on the inside. Sorry.
Here's the thing that I don't do. If I'm blocked somewhere, and I've always been like this, if I'm blocked somewhere, I just won't go there. I don't really care if I'm blocked.
Why would you? You got better. Listen, Carla.
And I also don't go into
life.
You
have a husband, you have a family, you have a life.
I do.
And you only just dedicate your mornings to hanging out with a bunch of people. You're like,
I don't do anything. Like, I don't really cause any issues for anybody. I don't. Like, I've actually defended myself. I like Brian, and that's my big sin on here.
Oh yeah, they don't like me either because I defend Brian. Yeah. I get shit for Brian all the time.
Did you know he got his license?
After he got the car?
Well, yeah. Well, he bought the car first, and then
that's hot.
Take care of all his fines and stuff. Yesterday, he got his driver's license.
Good for him.
So,
see, I'm proud of that. He had a goal and he stuck with it and he did it. And he's a better person for it. And you want to know something? I think it's wrong that when he found the Lord, people were making fun of him. I think that that's wrong. Save Robbie, you know, they bullied him to stop drinking, to fall off the wagon. And let me tell you something. I don't know if you guys were around last night, but I had to talk to Robbie last night and say, Robbie, Carla, you might have to play this. Go over to Save Robbie Rants. Look at the video that he put up last night of him talking to us. I was laughing so fucking hard that I had tears coming out of my eyes, and he kept going and going and going. And I called him up and I said, that video that you made, do you realize is the best video that he's just sitting in his car trying to get some Wendy's at the drive-thru, and he's talking about the donuts and he's going fucking nuts. I never heard a live, and it wasn't long. It was the best fucking, most entertaining live I've seen in a long time. Can you look it up?
I'm just sorry that everything went down like the way it did with him. Between him and Mexi, like, I know they were good friends and they had been good friends.
That was crazy.
That was hard to watch.
It was hard to watch, and it was hard. Well, you want to know the truth, Carla, is I got to meet Mexi, and he asked for pictures with me and his family, and we only talked for a little bit. I only talked to Critical K for a little bit. I didn't even get to have a drink with them. I didn't sit with them. I don't know Critical K. And I didn't know that Critical K was so mean. There's this girl named Natasha who did a live the other night, and I get this link, and they're like, look at this. And it's Kay.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
She didn't know who she was.
Thing. She was a tiny little thing.
Yeah. She's tiny.
But yeah, we all had our like separate kind of things going on, and I was just we went out the night before, and I had the best fucking time ever. I have not had a night like that, especially at a gay club. We got there when it was still daytime. We went inside a gay nightclub.
Do you know that my sister, I'll tell you this, my sister used to only go to gay clubs when she was single. She said she always had the best fun at gay clubs. That because the guys would dance.
Yes.
When you went to a regular club, the guys wouldn't dance. They just sit there drinking. But you go to a gay club, they all dance.
Yeah.
Oh, she loved it.
We had the best time. We had great bartenders. There was an indoor, there was an outdoor. Kendall came and was like, oh, you bitches are having way too much fun. We started out early, and what's crazy is we went for like high tea or something like that, me and my patron, and Robbie's like, all right, bitches, I'm in the shower. I'm on my way down right now. He met up with us, and here I am with these tall ass heels because I'm so excited because I can wear heels because I'm in the city now, but my feet were just not adjusting to them. So we go to the Target, we're centrally located downtown. We meet up with him, and I get some flip-flops. I go up to the room, and I change into some jeans and like a Hershey's Kisses t-shirt. And I put the flip-flops on, and he's like, all right, we're just going to go over here to this gay bar. So here I am. If I would have known that we were going to a club, I would have looked more presentable, but I didn't need to look presentable. I had such a good time. And the bartenders they were wearing thongs, okay? The bartenders.
Oh, get out of here. Really?
I didn't put the camera on them. I didn't do that, but we did stream. We had such a good time. And before you know it, we stayed till closing.
I bet you guys had a blast.
Well, did you know that somebody tried to sabotage our?
I heard that they called a restaurant and said that you guys were all Chris Watts people or something.
I think that they said that we were charging people to be there, and something like, I think charging for. I just sent out 4 signed photos today that people ordered, but at the meet and greet, when I bring photos, nobody gets charged ever for them. If they come out and meet me, you think I'm going to say, hey, you owe me $10. Get the fuck out of here. You crazy? So no, we all had pictures, and we just signed. We just took pictures. It was quiet, but it was a good thing that happened, because it turns out that when Mexi picked that one, he picked out the wrong location.
Oh,
the one that we ended up with, Carla, it was
a real one.
Serendipitous. When we got there, Kay is like this. She's sitting there. There was a huge table, and then all the booths all around it were taken, and it was all us. And Mexi had all the booths, and I had one side.
What's he like? What's he like? What's Mexi?
Quiet.
Is he
nice.
really?
Well, I didn't get to hang out with him, but he was very kind to me, and Kay was kind to me also. And Kay went like this. She goes, "You guys," like that, and everyone kind of looked over, and she goes, "It turns out that the receipt for the Lazy Dog, where they went with the fish, is this one, not that one." Me and Ken, I wasn't driving. Kendall was driving. I was supposed to get a ride from Say Robbie. Say Robbie dipped out. He didn't go. So we end up at the Lazy Dog, and there's no one fucking there except for the people that work there. And I'm like, oh my God, this is real embarrassing. I'm late for my meet and greet, and there's nobody fucking here. And she's like, oh shit. She goes, I went to the wrong one. And then all of a sudden, Kay's like, oh my God, they won't let us in. And Mr. Positive came.
I saw that. He's a nice guy.
He's in a wheelchair. I sat with him the whole time.
I didn't know he was in a wheelchair?
I did know. But I sat with him the whole time.
Did you? Oh, that's nice.
I did. And then
he appreciated that.
And Lady Whistledown drove him home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know you had it out with Lady Whistledown. I had no idea.
We won't talk about that.
I'm sorry. I just had no idea.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, here's the thing. I don't expect anybody to feel a certain way about anybody.
No.
It's just my own.
She just wasn't what I expected. I didn't expect her to be blonde. When she said her name, I went, you're lying. I was like, you're a liar. Because I'd seen pictures of her, and she had dark hair, and she was heavy. This girl was not heavy at all. This girl was fucking skinny as shit with big tits like mine, a little smaller than mine. But when we hugged, our boobs went together, and they were just as like hard as mine. I was like, yeah, fake tits. But no, she ended up taking him home. And I thought that was really, really nice of her. And I went to the Chris Watts house.
Yeah, and, I did see that. Well, that was on a clip channel or something talked about it.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, I don't know why, but
or something.
Apparently I'm harassing the family by going to the house. Thousands of people have gone. Thousands of people have done videos and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Who owns that house?
I don't know. Who does own it?
The bank.
Oh,
it's not harassment. It's not harassment. Nobody owns the bank. Chris Watts' father and mother, the Ruseks, they don't own that house.
Oh, don't they?
Chris does not own that house. Not anymore. No. The parents, listen, if that house, all right, I was a realtor, listen. If the house was paid off in full, which it was not, they were making mortgage payments just like every family does when they're that young. And it could have been willed or went to next of kin, and they could have sold it and split the profit, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what happens here. Sadly, it's a tourist attraction. And believe it or not, hey, George Michael's neighbor, she fucking loves the attention. She loves it. She's an older woman, and loves to fucking talk. She sees people out there, she runs. Hey, hello. Yo, George Michael fans coming over. I'll tell you all about him.
Was that the one you were talking to when you did a George Michael thing where you were going to his grave?
I never went to his grave.
Oh, I thought you were going to his grave.
No, he
You got into an Uber or something.
Yeah, I was in the Uber, and he said, "Have you been to his grave?" And I said, "No," because the thing is it was locked off for a really long time, and no one could find it. And then about a year and a half ago, they did find it. He's buried with his mother, but you gotta like walk and go. It's like going through, one of those mazes. And I said the only way I would do it is if I could throw myself on the ground and be like, George, why? And I was making a fucking joke. And I think that going to the house and being at his little memorials, I've been to all of his properties and stuff. I made my peace with all that. I did. And
did you think his significant other murdered him?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard.
I believe is his ex-boyfriend. I think that George was deathly afraid of him. And bada bing, bada boom. I think that he was given a drug and George willingly took it, and it shut down his organs overnight. And that's when Fadi made the call when he knew that George was dead, for sure.
Wow. Dova, look how pretty you are. Oh, look at her. Wow,
she's really
pretty.
She looks good as a brunette.
She looks very good.
Yeah.
No payments made, bank takes it back. That's what Dova said.
What do you think? I mean, what is it, like a 90-day grace period before foreclosure if you miss 3 payments?
I don't know. I heard even before the murders that they were in financial. They were behind on their payments and stuff.
On HOA.
I don't know what it was.
Well, the mother had told me. Anything that's in the video called The Truth About Shanann Watts, that's what the mother had told me. She told me to like literally write down everything she wanted me to tell them. And I mean, she was right. She was like, when they talk about Shannon having $400,000 in debt, she goes, that was a mortgage payment. The mortgage. That means that like this house was like $450,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we put I put $50,000.
Is that how much they paid for their house?
My husband put $100,000 and I put $50,000 on this one as a down payment. So now our mortgage is only like $1,500 a month.
Wow.
We don't play, but our taxes are fucking high as fuck. But because it's Hershey. But we did that, but we don't have an HOA. I don't live in a gated community. They don't really have gated communities in Hershey. Because when we were with the realty, I was like, all right, take me to the gated. They were like, we don't have that. And I'm like, what? What? Wait.
Did you want to live in a gated community?
Fuck yeah. I want somebody else to do my fucking lawn and the snow. We got snow here.
Well, you got a son. That's who does your lawn.
No, Adrian does it.
Oh, Adrian does it.
And we do have a guy that comes by.
Yeah, my husband does our lawn.
Does he love it?
Yes.
I got to get my husband on video because sometimes he's out there and it's hilarious. Sometimes he's like,
really?
The vibration of the lawnmower attracts insects. I don't think a lot of people know that. I've learned a lot since I moved to the wilderness of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but you're more out in the country. See, when we're in the city, it's not as bad in the city, I don't think.
Oh, you're in the city of Pittsburgh?
Well, we're on the outskirts.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually in Hershey. The park is right there. When I go get my nails done, I hear, that's the roller coasters.
Oh, really? You hear that?
I'm
Oh
right,
my gosh.
not from the house. I'm 10 minutes away from the gate to Hershey Park.
I've been to Hershey Park.
Do you like it?
We had fun. Well, my husband's a big roller coaster freak, so
Aw.
he made me go on all the roller coasters. So
Do you want to come visit?
sure,
Would you like to come stay at Molly Golightly's house?
sure.
I extend the invitation to you if you
Okay.
and your husband would like. I'd love to take you out to dinner and a nice brunch, and you're welcome to stay.
Okay.
And me and Jake have Hershey passes, and we still haven't used them this year. He's like, Mom, I'm over it. And I'm like, fuck. I only got mine because I love the Christmas store. They have a Christmas store where they have little ornaments.
Oh,
So
really?
what I would do is I would go into the Christmas store every time I was in the park, get the pretzel, go on this one ride, and it was all in one area. Get my pretzel, eat it, Christmas store, roller coaster, and then leave, and then go shopping for chocolate. My husband goes crazy when he goes chocolate shopping.
Chocolate. My husband's a chocoholic.
No, he's not. He's gonna love me.
He's more of a chocoholic than I am. He loves chocolate.
You're gonna love my house.
We cannot keep chocolate in this house, and it's Hershey's. He loves Hershey's.
What's his favorite?
Reese's.
We've got them.
Reese's. Yeah.
You know what? I gotta get you a box of the fresh ones, but they're hard to get.
I heard you say that they taste different, and
they taste very different.
That they taste different.
No, fresh one. The fresh one.
The fresh ones.
It comes from across the street, and they're not in a regular box.
Okay.
They're so fresh. I did a video with Jake. It didn't get many views, but that's okay. You know when you all right, hold on. Let me grab a peanut butter cup and I'll show you exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Okay? Oh, you're gonna have me eating chocolate. All right. Check this out. I'm gonna do a little demonstration for you, bitches. Okay. All right. All right. So check this out. And you'll know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. So this is an average peanut butter cup.
Okay.
Bite into it.
Okay.
Look at it.
Okay.
The peanut butter seems to be a little bit dry, right? Mm-hmm. But it's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's my husband's favorite.
The secret to that, because remember, I used to work with chocolate as well. I used to work for Godiva, but they didn't use peanut butter at the time.
Love their chocolate.
This peanut butter is mixed. What gives it that consistency is flour. So if you eat other peanut butter cups from like Trader Joe's or Justin's, it'll be very, very creamy. When you'll bite into it and be like, wow, that's really creamy. Mm-hmm. This one has a different consistency. It's harder. Now, when you get the fresh ones, there's a glass box and it says fresh from the factory. Factory's right over there. $20. And they sell out quick.
Imagine.
And I had one box here, me and Adrian. When we ate the fresh one, this peanut butter was creamy as this.
Oh my God, really?
And I was like, holy.
So what you're saying is the creamy one or the fresh ones don't have any flour?
They have the flour, it hasn't set yet.
Oh, okay.
Now, another thing about your chocolate. You know how sometimes you'll get a piece of chocolate and it'll have like a white thing. You'll be like, oh, this is old. This is bad. It's not that it's bad. It means that the temperature went down and up. So it was maybe in a hot car and then you stuck it in the refrigerator or you made it room temperature or they were cold and it dropped. It's like the opposite of condensation. Oh but with Godiva, it's Godiva chocolate used to have when I was with them, when it was still Campbell's Soup Company. It was a 3-month shelf life. So anytime we had products, and I was the manager, I started out as a part-timer and worked my way up to manager like that. And I learned everything about chocolate. everything. And you want to know something? Godiva is actually made in Reading, Pennsylvania now. It's not made in Belgium, but they're still charging for Belgium. It's just the Belgium recipe. But they've really, really, really have gotten ghetto. It's kind of like Victoria's Secret. Remember Victoria's Secret 30 years ago when it was like very, very classy?
Yeah.
And we had like Stephanie Seymour and all those beautiful women. Now it's just like ghetto with...
Yeah. Who goes to Victoria's Secret anymore?
Well, they're all cold. But no, I mean, it just got like with the sports and... Do you know what I mean? Like it just got kind of played out.
I
Kinda
get
like
exposed too much.
MAC makeup.
MAC makeup. What about them?
So when I was 18, I went to makeup school to be a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
When I got my first kit, it was all MAC. All the professional makeup artists in New York did the Calvin Klein shows, blah, blah, blah. MAC. It was made in Canada at the time. MAC offers a makeup artist discount of 50%. You just got to show credentials, business card. It's easy to get, but you just got to have, some proof. They give you a card. So MAC built its name by helping makeup artists. So if you were getting your shit done and you saw that this professional makeup artist was wearing MAC, it was using MAC products, not because they were cheap and decent, but you would think they were the best, right?
Right.
Like where I get my hair done, they use Kevin Murphy products. It's expensive, but this is a great fucking place. So I started using Kevin Murphy products and I love them. Well, MAC got sold out to Estee Lauder, over 25 years ago? MAC is made in China. You do not want to put that foundation on your fucking face.
No.
You do not want to put that lipstick
Anything
on your
from
fucking
China.
lips. I'm telling you.
Hey,
MAC
Gemma.
is dangerous. It's dangerous. I don't fuck with MAC. I got the Selena lipstick. I wore it with my Selena costume, bitty bitty bum bum, and that was it. Now it's just makeup is makeup.
No, nothing from China. I wouldn't wear anything from China.
They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us.
I know they are. Estee is bad, Jackpot says. Hey, Jackpot, by the way.
No, Estee Lauder company they buy each other out. I think somebody bought out Kylie Jenner, right? Somebody bought out Kylie Jenner.
Really?
Yeah, and she made the Forbes list, and then it came out that she made the billionaire list of youngest billionaire in history, but they fudged the mother, Jenner, Kris Jenner. She's a filthy slime bag, allegedly. She actually fudged the numbers. She didn't quite make it to $1 billion. She was like 15 shy of $1 billion.
Wow.
And hey, cheers. You got more money than me, girl. And let me tell you something. Her lipsticks and her shit, love them. First one I ever got, I was like, oh man, this girl killed it. And you want to know something? I knew what she was doing with her lipstick. She wasn't just putting one lipstick on. She was doing, she was priming them. She had injections. She lined them. And then she was doing like a balayage, like a what do you call it? She was using like 5 different products. I know how to do that. Do I do it? Fuck that. I'm 47. I'm almost 47 years old. I don't have time to be fucking doing multi-dimensional lips.
You did do makeup before though, didn't you? Hi, Kawonder.
For a long time, yeah. In LA, New York, Florida. Florida's where I had.
Ems does makeup. Ems says MAC isn't here anymore. Ems did I think it was the graduation class this year or last year. She did all their makeup, and they all had to wear masks. That must have been a challenge. Of course, they could see their eyes, so.
Well, I did actually, the only time I ever did, I've done some runway shows with supermodels when I was a lot younger, and a couple of really good things, but I worked on it was a national cheerleading team called Top Gun Miami, professional cheerleaders. And we used to get on the bus and go to Orlando and go to all these places for competitions, Texas and shit. And I was the designer. And I remember their colors, Top Gun, it was black and gold. And I remember being on the bus, going from one girl to the next, and they would do their own, and then you'd go out because they all have to match, and they would all do their. And let me tell you something. Any reality TV producers, you want fucking drama? Do a real world in a cheerleading house. I lived with 4 gay cheerleading coaches for Top Gun, and then me. And I had a big crush on John. His name was John. I had a crush on him. And it was my birthday when he kissed me. God, this was in the year 2000. He kissed me, and it was the worst fucking kiss of my life. I was like,
don't you hate that? Did you hate that when you were dating and you really thought the guy was hot, but then you went to kiss him and he was the worst kisser ever?
I don't know what the fuck I saw in him.
Ugh, that was creepy.
And then he finds me on Facebook.
Ems has the best dating story. She met this guy, I think she was set up, and they went out to dinner, and when she got there, she found out the guy had no teeth. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I think that was a story, if I remember correctly.
Teeth are a thing for me. Facial hair is a thing for me.
You don't like facial hair? I don't like facial hair.
Or long hair. I don't like them. I like all my boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, they all look alike.
My husband, before I met him, had long hair. And I told him, you know something? If I would have seen you then, I never would have gone out with you. Because his hair was like down to here. And it was all like.
You want to hear a crazy story? If Adrian didn't go by the nickname Adrian, I wouldn't have dated him. His name is Walter. His name is Walter Adrian Zadinsky. And his diploma on West Point, his West Point diploma says W. Adrian Zadinsky. So when we went to the West Point graduation, me and my mom, we heard it was Dick Cheney. Remember the former vice president? Gave him his diploma. Trump gave it to them, like, I think last year or some shit like that. The year before. You always get someone in president, Donald Rumsfeld, shit like that. You always get like these big wigs that give them the diploma. And we heard W. Adrian Zadinsky. And it was weird to be around his family because they will say Walter. And I'm like, I don't think they can ever get used to
But you never call him Walter. Why do you?
Because he never, no one ever did. His friends don't call him Walter. They call him Adrian.
Do you hate the name Walter that bad?
It's not that I hate the name Walter. I think that it'll be more suiting when we're in our 60s and 70s because it's such an old school name. Like your name is a lot. Like I hate the name Molly. I think the name Molly is ugly. I really do. The name Marissa is so much better. And
I know you hate being called MGL. I know that.
I don't like that.
I don't call you that anymore. I can't even call you that. I barely can call you Molly because your name to me is Marissa.
Yeah,
so that's like you're my.
And it's not disrespectful when people call me Marissa. I'm like, you get. But it is really weird when you meet other YouTubers and you hang out with them. and you're eating with them and you're drinking with them and you've been with them for 2 days and they're still calling you fucking Molly. And it's really bad. And this is really, really bad because I got that stupid fucking brain tumor, right?
Yeah.
I find out Monday. Monday's my next MRI.
No.
7 a.m. 7 a.m. I go in. It'll take about 50 minutes, and then I go straight to the neurosurgeon. So I'll know Monday, and then I'll know Monday. I don't think that there's something wrong with me, but I am a little fucking dizzy and out there. The only thing that's been helpful has been, Molly, would you rather us just call me Molly, Gemma's Journey Grace. Gemma's Journey Grace.
She just made it to 4,000 subs, so I'm very proud of her.
Do you want me to sub to you?
She's got she does
I have a friend named Gemma.
Autistic. She's autistic, and she does her channel is educating people about people that are autistic.
I have a question for her.
Okay.
All right, she made it to 4,000. Okay. My question is, me and Tiffany Marie were talking about this. I think the night before last, a very quick conversation. And they were talking about Summer maybe being on the spectrum. Is it true that boys are more likely to be autistic than girls?
She would know that.
Yeah.
I believe, I don't know, but
I'm sorry.
What did you do?
You made me do it.
Oh my God.
That's the beast. He's a little beast that lives right here. And sometimes he's like, wow, rips his shirt off like fucking the Incredible Hulk. He wants to get out.
I don't even know how you started following me. I think because you were friends with Ginger, and Ginger came into my channel.
I don't remember, but I do remember the day that you said, Molly, I'm sorry, but there was a time I don't know why, but I know I didn't like you.
I know exactly why.
Same reason
I
everyone else
didn't know
like
who you were. I wasn't on YouTube. Like, I only was on YouTube to learn how to crochet. And then I was in a Facebook page, and that's all they did was talk about how horrible you were. And of course, when you tell someone not to go somewhere, that's the first place you go.
Why do you think my subs went up so fucking high?
Well, that's probably how a lot of your subs found you, because I was in like some big group, Chris Watts groups on Facebook, like huge. I'm talking about 8,000 plus subs. You know.
Why do you think I grew? Let me tell you something. People love negativity. Anytime somebody puts out a fucking negative video about me, they don't realize that I'm not going to see it, but
you're not going to watch
keep
it.
Putting my name out there, people get curious. And especially if you're going to say I'm a horrible person, it actually makes them look a lot worse than it actually makes me look. Because those people are watching and saying, oh my God, like, why do you care about this person if they're not talking about you? And a lot of people just want a reaction from me. And the thing is like, I don't do it purposefully by not, but I truly, truly don't care. I don't want to waste my time like that. I'd rather waste my time talking to you.
I know. And I have a small channel.
Exactly. There's only fucking like 40 people in here. And I'm like, shit, this is awesome. You could talk to fucking people, shoot the shit. You don't have to fight with people. But I'm sorry, when you're Charlie's Angel girl, what she was saying about Tiffany, I mean, that stuff is kind of wrong to say, Carla, she's going to ruin your channel. But how am I bad for your channel, Carla?
You're not.
I'm not, exactly. So that comment was completely uncalled for.
Yeah, it was.
But I know that you're grateful for the support.
I am.
Of people that come through here because they don't have to. There's millions of people live right now. Why did they choose you, Carla? Oh, contraire.
Did you see what Gemma said? She answered your question. Yes. It's known for boys to be diagnosed with autism, yes, but females are more being diagnosed now as the symptoms are better diagnosed and noticed.
Okay. Yeah.
Why do you guys think?
Carla suggested my channel? Nah.
Who?
Gemma says Carla suggested your channel. Well, you want to know something? Me and Carla, it's kind of like a pajama party over here. And one night we really did have a pajama party with wine.
Mm.
I've had some of the best.
Fun. That was fun. That was like, there was hardly anybody in the chat.
And we had a great time.
we were in our pajamas. I brought my laptop upstairs. My husband was out. He was doing something that weekend. He wasn't home.
Bingo.
And I was just like, I was a man. Like, I looked like crap, but
I'll tell you something, Carla. Did you I've noticed that a lot of people are obsessed with the numbers, and that how many people are in your live is like a big deal, where I'd rather have less and have them watch the replay because they could speed my voice up. I don't watch anybody's video unless it's on 2.0, except for Kiki Ramblings. That bitch talks way too fucking fast.
Oh my God, I know.
That video.
There are certain people on here that are hard to understand.
I'd rather them watch the replay because that's when I have my ads on it, and that's when I get fucking paid. Sometimes I get super chats, but it's people are broke now. And you want to know something? I'm only able to make money on all these old videos. Do stand the test of time. You want to hear the craziest thing? I'll tell you this, and I can prove it to you. I'll send you a screenshot. And you blew K Smalls and Laura's mind. I did a video, and I swear to God, I don't know how this happens, and this is why my husband said that none of us will ever understand the algorithm of YouTube. I'm going to blow your mind. I made a little video that was 4 minutes long in memory of a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I like doing these in memory videos.
I like them too. I like
pictures
watching
of their life and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden it went boom, boom. 2 weeks later, I don't know how, I don't know why. And to this day, I've made over $2,000 on one video, a 4-minute video with pictures. And it was by total accident. Total fucking accident. It's the nature of the fucking beast. Sometimes when we were out partying with Robbie, we got over like 200 some odd dollars in super chat. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. Because you don't ever, and there's some people that do go on live just to get super chat. And I'm like, listen, you're going to cut your head off right there. You're going to cut your nose to spite your face. It's better to do short videos. That's what makes me money, is my short videos, my old videos. I made a video not too long ago. And it was 5 minutes. And I made $600 on it.
How do you know how much you make on a video? Does it?
It's always it shows you everything.
I don't even know how to. I don't make much money on YouTube, but that's because I don't get a lot of views.
Do you get paid though?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you make over $100.
You have to make at least $100 before they put anything.
All right, so I average about four
a month.
Yeah.
Oh, I average about 100 every 5 months.
Oh no, I meant like not 400. No, not 4. Let me look.
4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
But I did work for it. And the work is already done. The work is already done.
Here's the thing. People don't think it's hard to go up on a panel or to go up, and you do it by yourself. Oh, hang on. I have to answer that.
Yeah. if you put time into it, if you put your heart into it, if you put if you're yourself, because if people catch you, number one, don't lie. If you get caught lying, you're done. I've fucked up a few times. I mean, I've flipped the fuck out. I did the things with the Shannon stickers, but I'll tell you what. I mean, for every action, there's a reaction. Sometimes you get it, never get it, but people forget. That whole thing with, my big prison sentence and shit like that. Like, that's all such crazy bullshit, but I accept it. I mean, I make money on the fucking mugs.
Val, I was just saying that today. I need a ring light or something.
Sitting in the fucking, you know what it is? If you were planted the other way, the sun would be on your face.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of junk over there. Don't want to see.
Are you in the living room?
I'm in the dining room.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm in the dining room. And there's a bunch of kids' toys there because the kids are coming this weekend. So I took all the toys out. Yeah.
My husband's coming back from London.
He's in London?
He's been in Singapore and then had to go to London. He came home and was only here for about 3 hours and then went out to London. Yeah. He got transferred from the London office to Singapore. Yeah. But his office really is upstairs, but the main office is in New York.
Wait. Is your air conditioning working now?
Yes, it is.
Yay.
They put some dye in it and they were out there. They couldn't figure out what was going on, but they put dye in it and I've been fine. I've been all by myself, but I'll tell you one thing. Jake's at camp. He's been at camp.
Yeah.
So normally I would be on vacation and I almost went out to Iowa. I was going to go to Iowa. And I probably could have been there for the Xavier Harrelson, but I will be in Chicago for this protest for baby James Riker Beale. I'm going to meet his mother, and she came on the show. It's me, Q Carlock. There's specific stories that Tiffany won't touch. And then there's specific stories that I'm not, like Summer Wells. I don't have a connection with that one. My main connection is with Cash Gernon. That story there's nothing positive about it, and it breaks my heart. And I know that it's crazy, but I feel so bad for those people that are homeowners in that area with those fucking kids running around. I feel so bad. I can't imagine living in fear. And this one guy told me that he's got guns and he does not want to kill one of these kids. And I'm like, and now he told me, he's like, now I'm fucking ready, Marissa. Now I'm ready. And I'm like, oh shit. But, there's a lot of people, I was told that there's a lot of people in that area that watch. And you want to know something, when you do cover a case like this, or you make a video and you're talking about a celebrity, that celebrity is going to find out. And their attorney is going to find out, or family, they find out everything. If I'm talking about it's just the nature of the beast.
But anybody's allowed.
We're allowed to talk. We are.
Anybody is. And
right.
I take issue with people that say you can't talk about it because I talk about true crime sometimes. I do. I've talked about cases. And why? Who is anybody to say I can't talk about something?
Oh no, I had plenty of people telling me that I need to be ousted from true crime. I'm like, listen, motherfucker, who was the queen of the Chris Watts case? That would be me. Who was the queen of the Steve Avery case? That would be fucking, what's her name? Laura. She was. And she know who was the king of the Darlie Routier. It was Brian St. John. You get connected to a case, but the thing is I was the one that stepped away. And after that Frankie shit, I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not a billionaire. Sorry. Go ahead. And you want to know something? He did it to other people too. He did it to other people too. There's a lot of people that are pissed off that they got ripped off. And there's still people that are getting fucking ripped off. And then they contact me and I'm like, okay, you're contacting me now. Like, what's her name? Kelly the Advocate? Do you know Kelly the Advocate?
Yes.
She called me about a month ago. She called me and Steve Robbie. And where Steve Robbie was like, that goddamn bitch. He was like, but she apologized. And she just called me up. She got my number and she goes, I wanted to say I'm sorry. She goes, everything that happened to you happened to me. She said, I had $80 I told him I only have $80 in my checking account right now. And he goes, so can you give me that? And when she said, no, I need it. She goes, I was ousted just like that. They never talked to me again. So I guess these people on YouTube we're disposable. And that's not the way that it should be, you know?
Well, you know who got really upset about that whole thing was Mommy Rambling's blog, I think.
She can get upset all the fuck she wants. She doesn't mean dick to me.
Well, I don't know. There was
She's ridiculous. And everybody sees how fucking crazy and neurotic she is.
What's his name?
She's gonna run her channel into
Gray
the
Hughes.
ground.
Gray Hughes.
And I settled that with Gray Hughes.
Did you?
Oh, I most certainly fucking did. Yes.
Well, I think anybody, if you have a channel, you can talk about what you want. Like, who am I to tell anybody?
This is the thing, Carla.
Talk about.
Carla, do you hear the way that I'm talking to you right now?
Yeah.
This is the way I talk on these true crime cases. I'm like, this fucking mother. And you want to know something? I'm saying everything that these people are thinking. But they don't have a YouTube channel. Do you think that any of these people are going to say, yeah, Jodi Arias was a crazy ass motherfucker? No, I say it. I said you don't want to mess with that bitch. And you want to know something? People in the side chat are just laughing because they're like, you're right. That girl was on a fucking mission. I say it. She was on a fucking mission. Either I'm getting him back or I'm going to kick his fucking ass. And you want to know something? Those motherfuckers, Mommy Ramblings, Gray Hughes, they don't have that type of personality. They're boring.
Well, see, and here's the thing with Mommy Ramblings. I've never watched her.
Neither have I.
So I really don't. I know she's got a lot.
Video where
she's got a lot of subs, but a lot of these people,
and her kid died.
A lot of these people that have a lot of subs now got them during the Chris Watts, the whole Chris Watts thing.
I was one of them.
But that's a lot of people.
That wave is over. That wave is over. And do you want to know something? One of the biggest fucking hate channels of mine did a fucking insane, amazing video. One of my patrons was like, Mercy, you need to watch this. I was like, oh, I'm not watching. I don't remember the channel. I go, they hate me. I go, fuck that. And they were like, no, you need to watch. I clicked on it. And they butchered up my video and said, Molly Golightly told us on this day, and here she says, and it's me talking about what I went to when I had to defend myself with the Frankie Rusek stuff. And they fucking confirmed everything. And I even wrote a comment. I was like, you want to know something? I wasn't expecting this. And they apologized. They were like, we really thought that you were fucking lying. I was like, no, I kept it a secret out of respect. I thought that family went through way too much. I think Mommy Ramblings is boring as fuck. I think she's irrational. I think she asked me once to go on her channel to do arts and crafts. Listen, I'm not a fucking Michaels or Hobby Lobby type of fucking shopper. I would walk in there and just be like, I gotta go to
There's another one I never knew. Names. I never knew about his channel. I never knew.
He bullies women is all I know. I don't watch him. Apparently, Laura says that he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. Never heard of him. Don't know him. Don't care. I don't care about.
I don't know a lot. I never knew who Bombshell was before the whole Diane thing. I never knew who PF was. I like her, by the way. PF.
She came on my channel and said,
I love her.
I just wanted to tell you something. I used to fucking hate you. But now that I'm watching you, I like you. I'm like, oh, thanks. And the thing is I have to say, you can notice she's not boring. But the problem with her is if she goes long periods of silence, that's bad. Me, I talk slow. Me, I don't have any talent with editing skills, or I fuck up shit all the time. Like trying to show this. I did a fucking video that got so many views, and the comments about a fucking week ago, the comments are chewing me out, and I'm responding going, I'm sorry. I was sharing the pictures, and I'm commenting on all the pictures, not realizing that it wasn't sharing. And so everyone that's watching the replay is like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. We can't see the goddamn pictures. What is wrong with you? And I'm like, oh. And there's no way to go back because you're doing it live, and it's risky to do things live.
It is. It is. Once you say something, once something comes out of your mouth and you regret it, you can bet that somebody's there to clip it and put it on any way they want.
And guess what? It's good.
It happens.
It is good, because you want to know something? Those people are getting your fucking name out, and the people, and it goes up, it goes up, it goes up, it goes up, it goes up. And you want to know something? In my tags, I put in HLN, I put in Nancy Grace, because you want to know something? My channel's going up in that algorithm of true crime. Mm-hmm. Now, do I put in Gray Hughes? No, I won't do that. I'm not going to use his name because I've never had to piggyback off of anybody. And you want to know something, Carla? Not for nothing, but I gave a lot of people a start, and I gave a lot of people a channel. Mm-hmm. Most people have said thank you. Oni said thank you. Chaz said thank you. I
got some subs from you.
John never ever said thank you. Mexi said thank you. I got Mexi to 1,000. Now he's over 10,000 in just a matter of months.
I know, he's doing really well.
And
I can't believe how well he's doing.
I helped Robbie, and Robbie is like Marissa, you know. And I did tell him, I said, you might regret it, but he doesn't do it for money. And it's really strange. And it's strange with Tiffany too. Tiffany did get monetized, but she won't turn it on. She's like, I'm not going to turn it on during Summer Wells' case. Her heart is with that little girl. And I feel so bad because Tiffany is losing a lot of sleep over this little girl. She's like, Marissa, what happened to this little girl? And I said, I think that she's underground. I really do.
I don't think she's still alive, to be honest with you. It's been too long. What has it been now? 3 weeks? Something like that.
Month?
That's
yeah. And you want to know what's really fucked up, Carla? Is it's been 2 months with Xavier. I'm getting confused with the dates now. So I might as well be Love is Inc. Okay, I got all these fucking notes and shit.
Oh my gosh.
I got more pads over here, and this is all the true crime stuff. So nobody can fucking, say that I'm not doing the work. I am. I am digging. And I got very emotional on the video before yesterday. Yesterday was absolutely insane. We got Samantha Ricks, the girl that reported Xavier Harrelson missing when his own mother wouldn't, on. And they did the Molly Tibbetts thing.
Oh, yeah.
We were in the courtroom, and then the court was right across the street from where she lived. And she took the fucking camera and walked over there live. And I'm up on my seat going, oh my God. She fucking was like, with her cigarette in one hand and the camera, and she was like, yeah, I'm going. The fucking defense came out, started talking to her, and then all the press was coming up to her. Yesterday was fucking insane. It was absolutely insane. I was dying. I was absolutely dying. But the day before that was when we found out that there's a connection to Molly Tibbetts and Xavier Harrelson's missing. Xavier's mother, her boyfriend is a sex trafficker.
Oh.
And it's connected. Oh. Molly Tibbetts' body was found in the cornfield 10 miles away from their trailer.
Oh.
It's all connected. And we're watching this, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck? So we can hear her being interviewed by all the different channels and stuff. Yesterday was exciting. And the day before that, when we found out it was connected, I was just praying and praying and praying that this baby's still alive. And Laura was right. Now, a lot of people don't like Laura being on my panels. Some people don't like it.
Yeah.
They think that I think she means well. It's her delivery.
Yeah.
She comes off as rude and dismissive. She just comes off that way.
That's her, though.
A lot of people don't like when Sarah Smiles is on my channel because, she talks over everybody and she drives people nuts. I do like her. These people, they do have good hearts. They do. They mean well. But guess what? At the same time, hey, maybe
you learn something from somebody.
I fuck up too. I'm not for everybody. And I'm okay with
it. Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody can like it.
I have to wonder. You have to wonder though, Carla. Hate derives from love. Obsession derives from interest. Why would someone that hates you give you their time? I don't understand how people hate me and watch my videos.
But that's what Diane's channel was all about.
I didn't hate her at the time. So there was like 2 times I wanted to smack her across the face because I was like, "You're not being fucking fair," and I would call her out on it all the time. There was a time, I'm not gonna lie, Carla, I did like Wendy and Diane, but
I did too.
I had no idea that Wendy was such a liar.
I went up on their panel. It was the worst panel I've ever been on because they allowed their chat to
absolutely
censorate me. That was
their thing. Horrible. That was their niche. That was their niche because what they did is they gathered up all of these lonely, angry women, and they had that old, Coliseum thing, or put them on the guillotine so that the whole town can watch. That was their thing. And then,
I loved it.
Gentle persuasion. Oh, by the way, the money goes to St. Jude. We're actually really good people. And then you want to know something? If it wasn't for fucking Tiffany Marie, it'd still be going.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, because Miss MFW tried to get them busted like years ago, and it never worked out. That Tiffany held her ground, and
certainly.
And Diane will never be back. She's done. She's done.
But everybody take notice. She comes out, and I mentioned this to several creators. I said the 21st is coming, payday for us YouTubers.
Oh gosh,
that's when she comes around.
Yeah,
and she goes, and Case Mo says, "Oh my God, I'm gonna mark it down." So people have been, and for 2 months straight, I've been right. I said, it's always payday because she's got those memberships. She still wants to collect the money on the memberships. And if you're not you have no right to accept money if you're not giving them what they're paying for. And I remember she laughed in people's faces because they were becoming members when this whole thing blew up.
She had quite a few members.
Get on her call. And
I was a member of hers. I was a member of
hers. I've been on those stupid calls. Not really. There was no real drama. I have to say that me and Diane never did anything like behind the scenes to fuck anybody over. We never did that. I was never a part of that. If anything, I always tried to help her.
I asked for her help, and this is how she paid me back. She blocked me. So
Oh, I got blocked too.
She blocked my email. And so I thought, F you, I'm done. I took my membership away and that was it. I didn't run after her. I could care less.
Well,
because I wanted her to address something, and her reaction to me was to block my email. So it's like, okay, it is what it is.
So she treated you badly. Well, look how
No, she always said, I don't watch her channel. She's irrelevant, except if I ever said anything when I addressed something that bothered me about her channel on my panel, she was right in my chat, right in my chat. So yeah.
She's a grifter. And the fact that nobody couldn't find her proves it. And do you want to know something? A lot of people stood by her side because they hated Tiffany, they hated me, they hated Laura. And you want to know something? It's very telling of who you are as a person. If your hate is stronger in your heart
than doing the right thing,
that you accept hate into your heart than the truth. And she didn't just pick any fucking charity. She picked a fucking big one. But you want to know something? By the grace of God, by accident, I helped me. And you want to know something? Everyone here, well, I don't know if specifically if anybody helped. We put that money and those kids got the money.
And we never asked, because my husband, he just donated $100, okay? Because he does that every once in a while. He'll just throw $100.
My husband does too.
We got 2 shirts. Never once did she ever show us the shirts that she got, because surely to hell they would have sent, if she was sending them all that money. But I never thought to question it. I just thought automatically, that she got whatever.
For the invite, Gemma. That's really sweet.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Aw. Look at how nice she is to you. I love you. I love being here, Carla. Thank you for always letting me join in and for helping me to be involved in the conversation. That's sweet.
She's a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. She's been coming here forever.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why she's a wrench. I only wrench up people that I trust. I don't wrench people that I don't trust. I don't.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think a lot of the things, like with the whole drama thing, when I saw the way that they treated Republican Ash, I was like, wait a second. And I saw that they were attacking Brian St. John when he was going to church, and
even 180. Like that was
making fun. Just, it was a conglomerate of everything, and then throw in the liars, and then to see the people that didn't donate to St. Jude during that spoke volumes, because they were so eager to donate it to Diane.
Oh, yeah.
But you're not willing
to donate directly to a charity.
Directly to the charity? Oh, okay. So you could say, well, Marissa, we don't have to. No, you don't have to. But you want to know something? There was a lot of people throwing $5, and that's all I asked for. Can everybody give $5? And you want to know something? I only had 400 people in the chat consistently going. How the fuck was I able to raise 16 and 16,000?
Well, there was people that, knew it was going directly to the charity. There was people that donated thousands of dollars.
I know. And I don't.
Yeah, it was amazing.
My husband did 500 for the first one. My husband did 500 on the second one. My mother gave 100 on the second one. She wasn't around for the first one. My mom actually said the other day that she's really proud of me.
And that means a lot. When you have your friends tell you, I really enjoy coming into your channel because I enjoy like the chit chat, the talking, we talk about everything and nothing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes nothing.
Do you want to highlight Gemma's comments so I can see it because I'm fucking blind?
Oh, okay.
Sorry to curse so much.
She said, Molly, I've been badly bullied on this platform, but I'm still here creating content and being proud of myself, and you should be proud of yourself. I think people will always judge you, me, and Carla. That's
and they can go sit and spin, motherfucker. Gemma, I don't care. They don't pay my bills, but in a way they do because they watch my videos.
Yeah, they do.
You need haters. You need haters. If you don't have haters, you ain't shit.
I'll say Brian, poor Brian. He cannot win for losing.
Brian came really hard for, I don't know if you knew this, but Brian, listen, look at this one. I'm South Korean men single.
We're not a dating chat in here.
Yeah, we're not dating. We're not.
We don't date.
Hey, Ems, is Ems still in the chat?
No, she had a remote doctor's appointment.
I'm Korean, single man.
Yeah.
What was I saying? What the fuck was I talking about? See, I don't remember. Yeah, you do need haters. You need that. And you want to know something? I learned this when I was doing television.
You're talking about Brian, actually.
Oh, Brian, yes. He used to, thank you for reminding me. Fucking losing it over here. Brian used to come for me hard. I was like, dude, he called my fucking phone. Well, I was at lunch. I'm at Zinburger having a fucking white wine spritzer and a fucking salad. I remember the fucking time. I'm like, hello? That was Brian St. John. And I had a question for you. What's your question? Why did you stick those stickers on you? I was like, it wasn't a mocking. I was imitating.
Don't you agree that Brian can talk circles around people? Like, he can actually make you think that you said something you didn't say. He can make it seem like that. Like, he is so good at that.
I've caught him once in a conversation argument once and was like, holy shit, this guy's fine. You know who adores Brian St. John? My husband.
Well, that's good.
He loves him.
But a lot of people don't know him behind the scenes. Like, I know him behind the scenes, okay? I talk to Brian privately. And they don't know the Brian,
He tries his best.
He does. He falls back. Sometimes he reacts too much to what people say to him. Like, it's like, Brian, who cares?
You want to know something? I would love it. I would love it if he put his fucking mouth to good use and helped out me, Laura, Tiffany Marie, and started doing so. Thank you, just me. I love your pussy. You have the prettiest pussy. I want to kiss it. Hi, pussy. Where the fuck is Violet? Speaking of pussies. By the way, her vagina's hanging out. She's got to get spayed.
Again? Oh, I thought she already did.
They canceled it.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know BTS singers. Don't follow them. I love Molly. She's no BS, and I know what she says. I believe she's helped other people.
And I tried to do that. I try to do my best. I definitely know that when I die, I really hope that my eulogy is not, she was beautiful, blah, blah. I want people to really come out and talk about, how I helped them or at least made them laugh. And you want to know something? The best comments that I ever get and the ones that stick with me, because I am a positive person. When people have like a negative tone, I just ignore, delete, goodbye. I don't even read the whole fucking thing. Mm-hmm. I would love to hear my eulogy and hear people like talk and be like, I would want my friends to be like, not for nothing, but me and Marissa went out this one fucking night and I'll never fucking forget it. I want something like that. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't need those accolades of, oh, well, she raised money for charity and she was beautiful and she traveled and she was so spur of the moment and blah, blah. No. Talk about your personal experience. And if I helped you in some way, shape, or form, even if it's out of a slump. There's so many people that have called me when they're having a really bad day and they call me in tears.
Well, you know, I got a lot of flack for that.
I have a client. I have to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I love you guys. Thank you.
Okay. Love you, Molly.
All right.
Take care. Well, that was longer than I expected to be on today. A lot longer. Does anybody else want to come up and talk, or? Because if not, I'm going to shut down. You have a nice day too. And I don't know how to say your name because it's in Korean. So I don't know how to say that name because it's in that different language. I don't know how to like even say that. Does anybody know how to say that? Is anybody Korean in here? Anybody want to come up? Going once, going twice. I got to get a ring light because it's so dark when I go online. I don't even know how they work, to be honest with you. I've never had one. It's Korean, but I have no idea what it says. Yeah. American name is James Lee. Okay, James Lee, nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I couldn't read Korean. Wait, Carla. Okay. Okay. Should I put the link in? Because I will put it in. She wants to come up. There's the link. Yes, nice to meet you. Thank you for putting your names in. It's just that, okay, there you go. I actually don't know what happened with Molly, but apparently she had a call and something came up. Shit today. Thanks you so much. Have a nice, happy time. You too, James. Hi. Oh, look at that.
Finally. Oh, hello.
How are you?
I am good. How are you? I'm glad it's Friday.
I know. You don't have to work tomorrow. Yay.
Yay. I know. And it's finally not raining here.
I know. Oh. Wasn't that sickening? All last week, just rain after rain after rain after rain.
We can't even mow our front lawn. I mean, now we finally can today. But all it's done is rain and rain and rain and rain and rain and rain and rain. And then it will stop for like, you know, a little bit, but then it starts raining again. Like, I'm so glad it's beautiful today, but it's muggy. It's really muggy.
Well, you have a swimming pool, though. You can go swimming.
I know. My husband cleaned out the pool yesterday because of all the rain. It gets like algae. So right now it's 80 with 70% humidity.
Yeah, it's the humidity I have a problem with. Really,
yeah,
a bad problem with it. So how are you, ma'am? Are you excited?
Good.
What are you doing this weekend?
I don't think we have any plans. Well, last weekend we had the family over. We had family from Virginia home and the new baby, so we did that. But I think the only thing we're doing is maybe Sunday we might go to it's a flea market. So basically,
I love those.
I know.
I love those. Except I
It's
don't think they
every
buy anymore.
Sunday. Yep, they have it every Sunday. So we usually leave 7:30, 8 o'clock. You got to get there early because all the good stuff goes quick.
I
So
know.
we get up early, but we're home by noon. But I love it because you just get to park and you just walk aisle for aisle for aisle for aisle, and you
Is it a
find
big
all
flea
kinds of books.
market? Is it a big one?
Yeah, it is. It's
I
like
love
at
the
a
big ones.
fairground. And it's a hit or miss. Some weekends, not all the tables are rented, but it's supposed to be nice this weekend. And the last couple of
Yeah, you have
weekends,
to
it's
go
been
early.
raining. So I have a feeling we're probably gonna. This is one thing. Let me show you. I think it's the coolest thing. My husband got it at the flea market the last time we were there. And it's so cute. Hold on.
Is that a slide? Uh-oh.
Yeah, and the sprinkler spray. It's like a sprinkler pad, and she slides right into it.
Does she love it?
Yeah,
I bet.
she's so daring. Yes, but look, see, it's a bird with a hat, but it's all metal and it swings.
Oh, that's cute. Where's your swimming pool?
This thing out back. I'm out front.
Oh, you're in the front. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm in the
You're
front.
lucky you have a pool. I wish I had a pool.
I am, but I'm not. Pools are a lot of work. They really, really are. It's nice when but the taking care of it is the tough part. Taking care of it is the tough part. But yesterday we were out back and my granddaughter was see, there's the pool. We were playing on her play set, and all of a sudden, me and my daughter look up, and there's a bear in the next yard.
Oh my God! Don't let her play out there by herself.
No, we never do anyway. She's only 3, so no, she doesn't go outside by herself anyway. But my daughter ran, scooped her up, and we ran into the cellar, and I ran back out to get the picture. But because the baby, I think the commotion scared it, and it ran. But it was a young cub, but it's the first one of the year that I've seen. We've had a couple of them, but I haven't seen them. But yesterday I got to see it for the first time. But it was kind of scary because it was just sitting in our neighbor's backyard, which is connected to my yard. It was just sitting there watching the baby swing on the swing.
Oh my God. I had a heart attack.
A heart
attack. You heard about that woman in Montana, right?
The one that took the dog?
No, she was sleeping. She was sleeping by herself in a tent, and a grizzly bear got her.
Oh my goodness! No, I didn't hear that.
No, it was in Montana. Just Google Montana woman gets killed. He killed her.
Pet him? No, I did not pet him. Did you pet him?
No. Grizzly bears are
killed her.
He killed her. Yeah, she's dead.
Oh my goodness.
I would never. Here's the thing. I would never.
It's very rare. I mean, bears, it's very rare. They're really scared of you more than you're scared of them. But any noise, they run, they do.
They tell you not to run because a bear can run at 40 miles an hour. But what are you supposed to do? Your first instinct would be to run.
Yep. It's kind of like when we were walking Dino, my big dog, out in the back of the family land. We have like 1,000 acres back there, and it's all logging trails. So that's where we take the dogs for a walk. I've told this story before, where Dino was off the leash. We were keeping him off the leash, and all of a sudden a bear crossed in front of us, and Dino caught it and ran after it. And the bear ran, Dino ran, and then my husband ran. And my husband's running after the dog's running after the bear, and I got the little dog, and I'm hiding behind a tree, freaking out, thinking I just lost my dog, and now I'm just losing my husband. And they both came back, and Dino ended up treeing the bear. And I got mad at my husband and said a few not nice words. I was like, look, I know we love our dogs. We do. We do. And I would never want anything to happen to Dino. But I only get one husband, and I rather, have you. You don't chase a bear.
You heard what happened to that woman that worked with my husband, right?
No.
She was outside, and she has a small dog, and she was outside. And whenever she went outside, because they live out in the country, she yells real loud, okay, it's time to go outside. They went outside, and she let the dog into the yard. They had like a gate like you have on your deck. She let the dog into the yard. There was a bear underneath her deck, grabbed the dog, shook it.
Oh, yes, yes. You killed it.
Yeah, you killed it. Yeah. And her husband too ran after the bear to get the dog out of, out of his mouth. And the bear ended up, spitting it out, but still was too late.
The bears like it around here because of this house right across the street. If you guys can see it kind of in the distance, they have tons of bird feeders, and they have a what's it called? Basically, like all their food, they, instead of throwing it in the trash, they bring it out back and put it in a hole. What's it called? I forgot the name of it, but it's something in the country. Compost, yes. And that's why the bears love it here, because they always go to his house. And his son has told his husband, told his dad 1,000 times, can you take the bird feeders down? Can you not do the compost? And he won't do it. He won't do it.
My neighbor has her bird feeders out, and now we've got a garden, so we're feeding all the animals in the neighborhood. But the turkeys love the bird feeder. The squirrels love. We have the fattest squirrels ever because they eat the bird.
The only thing I have is a hummingbird feeder right now. Like I don't put bird feeders out because I have the grandbaby, and so I don't. I love the birds are always around, and when we used to feed them, we used to sit here and we would have cardinals and blue jays and all kinds of nice birds, but I just not with the baby here. So we have a hummingbird feeder. And we sit here, and all the hummingbirds, there's like 4 of them that come and feed off my hummingbird feeder. And they are the coolest birds to watch because their wings go so fast. If you guys want to go to a
funny channel, go to Heart of Zany. She does parodies. They are so funny.
We'll have to share her link.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Heart of Zany.
Do you know her?
No, I've not. Somebody posted a link.
She does the funniest parodies. They're so funny.
If somebody posts her link, I'll definitely sub up.
Yeah, if you post her link, I can post it because I'm sub to her. But I like going.
What type of parodies does she do?
I don't know. Yesterday she did some toothless lady in the country. I don't know what it was. It was so funny.
Like Walmart people and stuff like that. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Samara.
Thanks, Samara. She's just funny. She has a funny channel. It's all funny, hilarious. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hello, the original Tattletales. Stop by to show support.
Oh, thank you. Hope you do the same. Thanks. I sure will.
Mammy Vlog, new friend here. Well, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
A lot of new faces. All of us.
You know what? I like that because I'm getting to know a lot of different, a lot of different channels on here, and a lot of different people that do like this Heart of Zany. She does these parodies that are hilarious.
She writes hillbilly and laughing. Oh
yeah.
So what are you having the grandkids this weekend?
We're going away. We're taking them away to a hotel, and we're going to take them to a place called Waldemere, and it's like water slides. Hopefully knock on wood, it stays nice. It's nice.
See, we have an indoor one. It's called Wolf Lodge. And it's funny that you mentioned that because me and my husband were just talking about how we want to bring the kids to it. You can stay in the hotel, and on the first floor, it's got an arcade, a restaurant, and then a huge water park inside. So no matter if it's rain or shine. Huh?
Does it have a wave pool too?
It does. It has a wave pool. It's got 3 slides. It's got a kiddie zip line, and then it's got a kiddie area for the little kids, where the water doesn't get too deep and stuff. We did it a long time ago when my kids were little. We went and stayed on the weekend because if you stay in the hotel, you get free passes to the water park. It's part of the package. So if you stay at the hotel, you don't have to pay to go to the water slide. Now you don't have to stay at the hotel where you can just walk in, but you'll have to pay for the water park part. But it was really fun, and we haven't been back since. So it's funny that you're doing that because we were just talking about doing that with the grandkids.
Well, just the two of us probably wouldn't do it, but with the kids, we're getting a hotel room with a swimming pool so they can swim because they love swimming. They're water bugs, and we don't have a swimming pool. So so they'll get to do.
Grandma's anxiety will be in full effect. I always get so
it's nice for me. I won't have to cook. I won't have to clean for 3 days. So
how many are you taking?
3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
What's the youngest?
The youngest is 3.
Ooh, fun. And the oldest?
The oldest is 10. So and then there's an 8.
Stages. Yeah. That's fun stages though. Isn't it great being grandparents? It really is.
I love it.
You can spoil them.
You give them back. And here's the thing, they all taken swimming lessons, so they all know how to swim. All of them, even the little one, she's taken swimming lessons. Although I wouldn't leave her alone.
Of course.
The other 2 are like fish. They swim like fish, so I don't even worry about them. But her, she always has the water wings and stuff. She doesn't go in the pool without that. But
yesterday, I took the granddaughter, me and her. I had to go do an errand, and she wanted to hang out with me, but I was so busy yesterday. I was in and out. So my last errand, I came home, and she got so upset. And I was like, "You want to go with Nene?" She's like, "Yeah." So I put her in the car. We took off, and I stopped at McDonald's, got her a Happy Meal, and then there was a park. On the way, I had noticed it out of the corner of my eye. So I was like, on the way back, because it was a town I didn't know. So I was like, on the way back, we'll stop. Well, when we got there, it had a splash pad inside the park. So there was water. It was really cool. I mean, they didn't have that stuff when we were kids. But it had a water park inside of it. It's just basically sprinklers, but the baby had so much fun. I got great pictures of her.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
My phone died.
Yes, Samara, leave right now. You'll make it in. You'll be here within 6 hours. The water will be just perfect at that time.
Is she only 6 hours away from you?
Yeah, she's not far. She might even actually be closer than 6 hours. I don't want to dox her, but I think it depends on which part of the state she lives in. If she's upper part, she could probably make it in 4.5. But if she's in the big part, the casino part, she's 6 hours. If she's closer to the casino part, that's all I'll say, because I don't want to dox her.
You don't want to dox yourself either.
No, I don't want to dox myself either. I mean, everybody knows I live in Mass, though, but
everybody knows I live in Pittsburgh, but
everybody knows I live in Mass. They just don't know the town. Nobody needs to know. Not around here. So did you have a good chat with Molly? I saw that she was up this morning.
Yeah, it was.
Good.
It was a good chat. She thinks you hate her for some reason. I don't know.
I wrote in chat because she was like, "Oh, Jenna Moon." She's like, she used to like me, but I don't think she likes me anymore. And I had wrote in chat, but I don't know if she saw it. And I said, I don't have an issue with Molly. It's just what I wrote was, Molly, I don't have an issue with you. It's just certain things I think we see differently on. Like, but that's
Hey, that
okay
happens.
because that's what makes people different. There's just certain, it's not that I don't like her. It's just certain things that, just don't agree, but it's not like I hate you or I'm going to talk bad about you. But because I do have a channel, I think she thinks that way because I have gone on my channel and given my opinion. Doesn't mean her opinion's wrong or my opinion's wrong. I just didn't agree with her opinion, so I just gave my opinion.
Well, but everybody has a right to their opinion. Not everybody's going to agree with everybody.
Right. And I think that's why she thinks I hate her, because I've gone live and been like, oh, I don't agree with this. And it's not that I think you're wrong. It's just I don't agree. So I wanted to put out how I viewed it,
I wanted to apologize to you. Yesterday, I went back. Well, again, because yesterday I went back in some of my community posts and I was horrible. I was such a fucking bitch to you. I was like, yeah, I was. And I'm reading some of these posts and I'm going to go back and delete them. But I don't know if I'm going to delete them because it teaches me.
But I think but you weren't watching me. You were being told things, and I think you were being told things wrong.
Yes.
Right. You were being told things wrong, so you reacted. But it was funny.
It teaches me that not to make up your mind about somebody before you know for a fact.
Right.
But some of those community posts are just, I'm so ashamed of them. And I was reading them and I'm like, I owe this girl more than an apology because
no, we're good. You don't, that's the past, and we're good. You don't have to apologize. And I understand it now. And that's what I've always said. If I don't hear it with my own ears or see it with my own eyes, I mean, because everybody views things differently. Say you call me and be like, hey, I just watched this live and they said this. Can you believe that? Blah, blah, blah. And you might see it that way. But when I listen to it, I might not see it the way you see it, So a lot of people, I think, react. There's a creator that's famous for that. They don't watch a lot of people. They don't watch a lot of lives. And they have their friends telling them this happened in this live and this happened in their live. And then the next thing you know, they're triggered and they're going live. And I'm kind of like, why are they so upset? Because I didn't see it that way. So I always go by, if I have to hear it for myself and I have to see it for myself, because my point of view or the way I take something might be different than the way you do, Carla.
Well, I just read some of those. I went back way back, and it's way back because that's in November. Okay. So I went way back because I was looking for something and I can't remember what I was looking for. And I was reading the posts about you and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so ashamed.
No,
I didn't.
And you had me, and to boot, not to bring up old stuff, you had me blocked at the same time. So I would always get the screenshots of it instead, just because I couldn't see the community.
I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, why would I just make my opinion up based on someone else's? And two, I never went to your channel. I was told not to go, and so I didn't go. So I really didn't have a chance to see the whole thing. But it taught me one thing.
You've grown though. As stressful as it was and how hurtful it was, I think it was also a growth period for you, because now you are like that, where look, just because that's your opinion doesn't mean it's mine. Sorry, my neighbor is sawing something.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. But you know, before it was, you were kind of like being told things and they were lies, you know? So it was, I think that's why your community posts were the way they were, because you weren't watching me. But it is
horrible. I was like reading them thinking, oh my God, you really post that? How terrible. And
see, but look, we can laugh about it now.
And
I take no offense to it. When you reached out and apologized to me, you know, and we talked, that forgave everything. Community posts, everything. So you don't have to apologize again.
I'm just saying, like, it's taught me a lot about myself. Yeah. Don't judge someone before you know the whole truth, and that's just not your truth, that's their truth too,
right? And even if somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, this person said this, make sure you listen for yourself. And that goes for everybody that might listen to this live. Just because they might take it differently than you would. And why be upset when you listen to it and be like, hey, that ain't that bad, but the person that told you thought it was the end of the world, you know?
Right. And when I reached out to you, I'll tell you what, I had just started to get to know you at that time. So I really didn't have like that much of a history with you, but we were starting to get close. And then when you left my Discord, and it was like, I guess I was kind of hurt that you left. And so I took it out on you, and I shouldn't have done that. And I
think you were hurt because you weren't around for it all. So by the time you got in, it was all said and done. And you were getting, instead of us talking, you know, and me being able to explain, it just kind of went south. So I'm just glad it's over.
Oh, me
and
too.
I think you have grown so much, Carla. You really have. And, you know,
and we have our
I love being back.
I know who I trust. I know who I trust. I know the people I love, the people I taught. I'm home. Yay, Ginger Locks is home. She didn't, her water was turned off yesterday. She was at her.
Oh no. Boo. Water off stinks. That and electricity. When your power goes out, we lost power.
When we got that storm, not last week, but the week before, we got a really bad storm. My electricity went out for a couple hours. I couldn't get internet, couldn't get the TV working. Nothing worked in my house. It sucked.
Isn't it funny that like what we miss nowadays? Oh, now my neighbor's mowing the lawn. Oh my goodness. I got noises coming from both directions. But, you know, like back in the day, they didn't have cable. They didn't have internet. They didn't have cell phones. You know, they entertained themselves. Now we lose that stuff and we're like, oh, we're so bored.
I know. I was going nuts because I did not have the internet. I didn't have the internet for, it was over an hour. And I'm like, what can I do? So I just picked up a crochet hook and started crocheting. I'm like, wow.
I know. I love your bags. I want to buy one.
You don't have to buy one. I will send you one.
I want you. I mean, you are so talented. I've told you this before, even back in the time, like the things you crochet, you're so talented. You should do like an Etsy website or something.
Why I don't do that is because it would be more like working.
Right. You know, that's what you said the last time, because it would be like on demand.
It would be like a job. And then what if I got a lot of orders and I couldn't keep up, and I'm like, I want to do something else. You know, I probably want to do something else. But when I do it on my own, like, you know, I don't mind because it's just me.
Yeah. You're just so talented. Like your booties. How did your booties turn out? I saw that the other day.
I got one that I got done, and it's so cute. It's like a little and I made it smaller. See, it's got a little thing across.
Oh,
look how small it
like
is.
the Indians, right?
Yeah,
Like the
it's
Indian
like a little.
ruffle?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, that's so cute.
for a little boy. So yeah, I have to do the other part of it now. Oh, thank you, Ginger Locks. Thank you.
How long does it take you to do a booty?
Oh, it didn't take me long. This one took me maybe 20 minutes.
Wow.
Maybe
See,
20 minutes.
maybe you could do an Etsy store instead of doing and only put certain things that you know wouldn't take
I noticed
long.
people do that, and I might do that, but I haven't thought
Right.
of it.
Instead of putting something that might take you 2-3 days to do.
You saw the other ones that I made. I made a beach bag for like we're going away. So I made a big
I love
beach
the
bag.
colors.
And it's really big. Yeah. It's really
But
big.
like your booties or like a baby hat, something that would take you like 15-20 minutes to do, you could put on the website. But something that would take you a day and a half, don't. Just do that for yourself,
Believe
or
it or
people
not,
that
though, believe it or not, and honestly, the thing that takes me the longest to do is the little things like these, because you have to use little hooks and they're real tiny stitches. There's a lot of stitches in these little things because
Now, how long does it take you to do a bag?
It takes me a day and a half, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
see, my mom does that. My mom crochets just like you do. She's made an Elsa hat, and then she uses the excess yarn, the white excess yarn, and she'll bring it across and she braids it, and then she puts gems in it for like the Elsa. She's made troll yarn for the movie Troll, like the pink hair. She's done Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. She's done all that stuff too. And I tell her all the time, you should do an Etsy store. But she's just like you. She's like, I would love to, but what if I got 20 orders? I would be so overwhelmed, because she goes to like, she gets her yarn. I mean, sometimes she'll go to Walmart and stuff, but really a lot of her friends give her yarn, or
scrap yarn. Scrap yarn is the best yarn to work with. It's the best yarn. I get it at the Goodwill.
Yes, that's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, my mom gets it at the Goodwill.
Yeah. Big bags of yarn for $9.99, but you don't choose your color. You get what you get. You know what I mean? Like you don't get to choose what color you have. But I've gotten some really good yarn out of the Goodwill.
A lot. Sweet, look at that. Tell them it's fend for yourself night. She's saying she has no idea what to make for dinner. Tacos. She's almost 10 and so preteen, so she refuses everything. I would be like, okay, then it's fend for yourself. You can have
put everything out on your counter and say, pick what you want.
Yep.
Pick what you want.
You can have a bowl of cereal. You can have SpaghettiOs. You can have oodles and whatever. That's what I used to do when my kids would be like, oh, I don't want that. Or, oh, that don't sound good. I'm like, fine, then it's fend for yourself night. Fend for yourself. And they would grab like a bowl of cereal or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they were good.
Yeah.
Last night I had corn on the cob. It was corn on the cob. Oh, it was, and I got it from a farm stand. I think it was the best corn I've ever eaten.
I love corn on the cob.
Oh, it was so good. And then I made a regular just tossed salad with it, but I added peppers and mushrooms and all that stuff.
That's exactly what I had last night. Exactly.
Yep. It was so good.
A tossed salad and corn on the cob. It was so good. It was so good.
That's the one thing I love about summer up here is because we have all the farm stands, all fresh vegetables. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Well, Jenna, I think I'm going to close down. It's been 3 hours. 3
Oh,
hours.
wow.
Me,
I
come on.
know.
If you
Because usually I get out of work at 9 and I'll pop in while I'm driving, but then by the time I get home, you're off. So it was nice
Wow.
to be able to get
Okay,
home and listen to you.
I enjoy you coming up. I enjoy you
Yes,
coming up. So
definitely.
it's just I don't
All right,
go on for. I haven't been going on for this long in a long time. I go on maybe an hour and 20 minutes usually.
Yeah.
This long for me. My butt's hurting.
All right. Well, thank you for having me up.
Okay,
And
honey.
bye, chat. Have a great weekend. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your family. And I'll talk to you all later.
Bye,
I'll jump
Jenna.
on so you can say your goodbyes.
Okay,
All right.
Henry. Thanks for coming
All
up.
right. Yep.
Okay,
Bye.
you guys. You guys have a great weekend. I'm probably not going to be back until Wednesday, so I hope you all have a great weekend. And thank you for coming in. Thank you all for being great people. Like, I really enjoy you guys. So I'm going to close down.